Hello, everybody! Welcome back to FrogCass. You might have been here last night, and if you were, hello again. And if you weren't, hello again. I don't know why I opened with that. We're playing Frogun. It's me, and it's Kian here.
Hi!
Yay! And we got lots of lovely people in the chat, like Kath, and Lenorn, and Charles, and Stein, and Abby. Yeah, and Stein's up to a baseball game.
Go baseball!
Yeah, have a nice time. It was like a MLB game, or like a minors thing, or just like local teams.
Death to the oppression.
The opposition?
The opposition.
Yeah. Why am I getting a weird blue line at the bottom of my... Weird. Okay, well, anyway. This is a nice low poly platformer I don't know much about, but Kian backed on Kickstarter, I believe.
I backed this on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I played like the first world in a bit.
I don't know much about it, but I know it's low poly, so that's why I'm appearing to you in my data saver form. And Lufina's here. Hi. Hope you're all doing good. I think we should just hop in. like a frog.
Like a frog.
Always go slot 2.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Renata. I always go on adventures with my parents. They're archaeologists and inventors. I love them. Aw. In the expedition, they didn't want me to go in with them. They said it's dangerous. They told me to wait at camp, but it's been 2 days, and I'm tired of waiting or worry. I'll rescue them, prove I'm as good as them. I'll save you, Mum and Dad. With our patented Frogun.
Frogun.
Frogun. The name of the game.
That is scary. It's scary for a frog to be a gun. I thought frogs are friends.
This is cute. Alright, let's see. Oh! Big tongue. Oh, I see. So how do I...
So, either X or the right bumper to shoot, and then right trigger aims is your aim mode.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it doesn't go super far, but we can...
There's mechanics in this video game, don't worry, it'll all make sense.
Oh! Yeah!
Yeah, you destroyed that fly.
Nice. Be careful with these big flies. Try shooting me at them with B or right shoulder, or jumping on their fat heads with A or left shoulder or left trigger. We have lots of options for you.
Many buttons. Get that rat.
Yeah. Why don't you try shooting at that wall over there? If you do, we can zip line towards it. Whoa!
Yeah!
Platforming!
This game's whole thing is like, you got a tongue and you can tongue over to places.
Damn. Getting in there. Ooh. We got some, like, air time. Nice.
Yeah, you get some hang time if you had frog in air.
Hey, Gotchi's here. How you doing, Gotchi?
Hey!
Oh! You hit me. I'm 2 out of 3 on my frog meter.
No.
Sometimes you need to look at the ruins from a different perspective. Why not turn the camera with right stick X? As in the X-axis, I presume?
Yeah, the X-axis.
Whoa, big hole. Secret. Ooh, spikes.
Secret hole.
Oh. Ah! No!
No!
Oh, we just start the level over. Okay, dangerous.
Yeah. You gotta be careful in the dangerous world of Frogun.
Yeah.
Treacherous world.
My parents said it was dangerous, and I died in the first level. It's kind of like those Frogger 3D games, but if you had a gun. Oh.
Let me say this. This game is better than the 3D Frogger games.
Wow, owned. Take that, 3D Frogger.
Hey!
Hey! Get out of here.
Yeah, when I played the earlier Kickstarter builds of this game, it had lives in it, and the lives weren't fun, so they took them out.
Nice.
I'm glad.
And whoop. Then we use one rat to destroy another, or not.
Just throw both rats off. That works too.
So what am I collecting in these levels? Coins?
You got coins, you got emeralds, and you got obsidian skulls.
Ooh.
There's lots of things to collect.
Yeah. And I can do it all with the frog gun. Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice. Boom. I'm... Don't expect me to... Whoa! Golly! I can barely believe how vast these ruins are. And to think it was only 3 months ago that my dear wife Lily heard first about them. We've only now signed the contract with the local government and started the investigation, and already found so many mysteries. Signed, Todd Hobbs, my dad.
Your dad.
Oop, there we go. Yeah! Don't expect me to 100% these levels at all. Woo! Okay, so it like fills in the little thing we find.
Yeah, the little bug.
Yeah.
So, you need every level. You get a reward for getting all the coins, getting the 2 emeralds, getting the obsidian skull, beating the level without dying, and beating the level under the par time.
Oh, okay.
So if
A game
you
to
want
replay.
yeah, if you want 100% this game, you're gonna get deep in it.
That's good. It's nice and cute if you just want to play around, do some platforming, but it's got some good depth to it. So yeah, I've only been tangentially aware of this game. Tangeriningly aware of this game. I think I might have watched you play a little bit, Kian. I've seen other people online post clips and things, but like, I know nothing about this game or its development. I didn't even realize it was Kickstarted until Zoe told me yesterday.
Yeah. I saw this game and I was like, I like PlayStation 1 3D platformers. This is like those, but with a funny little frog grappling hook.
Checkpoint.
They're checkpoints.
Woo.
Thank God.
Yeah. Whoa, 50 coins. Yeah.
Emerald.
I'm not great at platformers, but I'm a sucker for a frog.
That's true.
If you
This
couldn't
is the
tell.
brand. The brand is strong.
Yeah, you had to wrap it here. Ooh. Very excited.
Oh,
That's not a jump you can make.
Very excited for other frog games releasing this year, maybe like Frog Detective 3.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Let's search for Frog Detective 2.
No,
I know Frog Detective 2 exists.
that was a my.
Oh,
What's up there? Controller, you good? No, it's disconnected. I've been Fall Guysed.
Oh no! You've been Fall Guys.
Okay, how do the mouse controls work? There's a photo mode.
Photo mode.
Okay, space jump, yeah, aim. Okay. Oop. Easy, we got this. If you have trouble nailing a time shot, try holding down left control or right mouse button. Ah yes, zoom.
Zoom. Zoomies.
Whew. Check out the photo mode at some point, it's cute.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
This is
Oh,
look, the frog selfies.
yeah, that's great.
And then you can do different poses.
Oh,
She's cute.
this is good. Oh.
Oh no! You know, this one you gotta see. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is! Oh,
Oh.
the dam! Hit the dam. That's back-to-back dab games.
Yeah. Thank you, Taco Tom. Cute little protagonist.
With a dangerous frog gun.
Yeah. Licensed to carry a deadly weapon. Deadly to frog. No, to fly. The other kind.
Fly, yeah.
Whoop. Oh. Four guys with a frog gun. I feel like this Fall Guys game mode would kill me. Yeah, whoop.
Nope.
I think I clicked and zipped away.
Zip, zip.
Oh, they're eye emeralds. They go in the eye.
They're the eyes of the bug, and then the obsidian skull is the head of the bug.
Ah. It's like Indiana Jones.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, this game is super cozy. Boop, boop, boop. So I haven't played a lot of 3D platformers in my life, unless you count like, I had a Spyro game for the 360 that I was very bad at.
Oh, that's okay, because that Spyro game was bad.
Hero's Tale or something.
Yeah, that game wasn't very good, so it's okay that we were bad at it.
Thank you. Being given the pass. Whoop.
Whereas me, on the other hand, I am known to enjoy a 3D platformer or two.
Or two, yeah. That's it then.
Or a 3D platformer or 2D platformer.
This block has handles. Why don't we pull from it?
A
Oh, this
3D platformer or 2E. Yeah, good one, Charles.
Oh yeah, I played Banjo-Kazooie because, you know, I live with Charles.
It's true.
It's required. I even beat Banjo-Tooie. Game that is
Despite
too
your
long.
Best wishes.
Woo! Yay!
Remember, you could have zipped over there.
Oh yeah, I forget. I have a frog gun.
The gimmick of the game.
Oh.
And this level is wild and how much of an expansion it is from the previous two.
Oh my
Like, look.
fucking god. Yeah.
It's big
okay.
zone.
Ooh, big zone. No. Could have zipped over there. Let's
Got a zip zoom.
Whoop. Whoa. Okay, made it. So what's like the speedrun tech here? Do you want to be like zipping all over the place?
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's basically about working out the zip path you want to take through the level, because you go real fast if you zip around.
Get out of here. Is there any way I can like zoom in the camera?
Not sure. Don't think so.
Okie dokie. There we are. Ah! The foul followers of that rotten deity will not be match for my skills. I've ransacked land and sea without opposition, and this here temple won't be exception. Signed, Fla C. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah. Grandiose pirate something something. Ooh! Mouse controls.
Oh, I'm given pets.
Ah, thank you. Good to see you, Millie.
Being nourished.
I'm still thinking about Salamander County Public Television, Kian.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I can't pull this?
You already did.
Oh!
There's a timer. So you hear that tick, 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 tick.
Oh, okay, I
And
see, yeah.
Then they go down.
So...
Just
Oh,
stay
no.
off and fall down.
Ah! Gas fall down. Lost 4 coins. Okay. Whoop! Speed, speed, speed. And up here. Ah, no!
No. So what are people in the chat's favorite non-Banjo-Kazooie 3D platformers? I have to specify that just because I already know that Charles loves Banjo-Kazooie.
Mhm.
And
That's the
it's
exit.
well
Ow, ow,
established stream lore at
Yeah.
this point. Me, I'm a big fan of Ape Escape.
Ah, is that a platformer? I thought it was like a mini game.
Ape Escape? No, it's a platform.
Huh. I always thought it was like a WarioWare.
No, it's like Ape Escape is Mario 64, but if all the stars ran away from you.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yep.
Cool. Gotchi says Mario 3D Land. Is that the one on the DS?
Yeah, that was the 3DS game.
Yeah.
Mario 3D Land, that's a great game.
Yeah.
I love Mario 3D World. Ratchet and Sly, I think, both count.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, like, well, see, that's an interesting thing that, but very much, I think they never stopped being platformers, but in the case of both Ratchet and Sly, the first games in those series are the most platformer-y,
Mhm.
and then they kind of,
Lost
you
their
know,
way.
develop. No, they develop into more their own niche with, you know, like Ratchet adding more shooter elements as the games went on, and then Sly becoming more of a stealth game as the games went on.
Yeah.
Neither like ever stopped like being platformers, but
Mhm.
you know, Jack and Daxter is great.
Oh yeah.
Hey, talking about 3D platformers losing their way. How the controversial topic? How do people feel about Jak 2 and Jak 3?
The only time I've ever heard of Jack and Daxter is when we talked to Lenore about it on the Deus Ex streams. So I have no opinion here. Oh, bitcoins, bitcoins.
So Jak and Daxter 1 is very much a game in the mold of Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, but like it has like this contiguous world that like makes it very compelling to explore and collect all the precursor orbs and whatnot. And like you kind of get where it came, you know, where how the series developed. Like, it makes sense when you plot it out all out. But Jak 2 and 3 sort of become like GTA inspired sandbox games.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Jak gets guns, and he searches for guns, and drives a car.
Damn. Is that the one where it's in like a big cyber city? Expedition Diary Day 2. We split for a bit and I found a strange area. At first sight, it looks like a series of stone canals to transport water from one tower to another. Soon I noticed it's full of traps. Luckily, our latest invention has aided me well. The Frogun, truly is our best tool in cases like this one. Signed, Lily Hobbs.
Yeah, Renata has great animations overall. It's one of the best parts of the game is all of her little animations that she has. Hiya, how you doing? Look at her go!
Ah, little jig.
Little jig. But yeah, like, you know, like the kind of the infamous part of Jak 2 being Jak and Daxter 1 is like a very silly, like light-hearted adventure. Where you play as Jak, who's this like, you know, this kid who lives on an island, and his best buddy Daxter, who gets turned into an ottsel, which is an otter weasel.
What?
Yeah. Daxter was a human at one point. Well, not a human, because nobody in the Jak and Daxter games are humans, but like the humanoid species that make most of the cast. And anyway, he doesn't like Jak is a silent protagonist throughout all of he's like a silent protagonist throughout all of Jak 1, and like he's just like a, well, you know, he goes like hoo ha, like when you punch and jump and stuff. And then like in the start of Jak 2, Daxter is like, you know, they're like in a horrible situation, and Daxter thinks Jak is about to die, and he's like, please, for once in your life, say something, anything. And then Jak says his first words, I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Oh! That's what that is. That's what that is. Damn.
Yep.
Thanks. I forget which one already you said it was who didn't talk.
Jak.
Thanks, Jak.
Daxter doesn't shut up. That's his character trait.
This is his character, yeah.
And he had a PSP game which had a Matrix parody level because it was the style at the time.
Wow. Wild. I can't go in the water.
This is the best. I love this. I love the animation of her drowning.
Drowning? She was just floating there.
What? So that's a like classic 2D platformer trope of cannot swim. But like the official Frogun Twitter even tweeted about it. Which is there's like a weird trend of 3D platformers where it's like ooh, funny cartoon game, haha, and then, you know, if Mario takes damage, he goes oof, and he like comically falls backwards, whatnot, and if he like steps on the like lava, he goes ah ha 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 ha, and like it's like funny cartoon Looney Tunes actions.
Yeah.
And then if you Mario runs out of breath and drowns, and you realistically see him struggle to breathe and watch the light drain from his eyes.
Oh
it's
lord.
like, what the fuck is up with 3D platformers having disgusting, distressing drowning animations? They're always supremely realistic. And in this game, they're like, Renata is just waiting in the pool.
Floating there. I mean, she's got like, she looks like she's wearing like a life vest hoodie sort of thing.
Yeah. She can't swim, but she can float.
I needed that. Zip
Well.
too.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Ow.
She's fine.
It's fine, she loves it.
Femme McFly cosplay. Oh, Lulu wants to. I can't talk today. Maybe I just won't. Maybe I'm just gonna add this to the lab. Oh Lord. Oh God. I don't exist here. Hang on. Hang on.
Would you
Let me go get me.
would you like to share a Jar Jar tongue pop while driving in the Jar Jar car? The
What?
car binks?
What did you just say to me?
You know the Jar Jar tongue pop.
I do,
Don't pretend.
unfortunately.
Don't pretend you don't. Drive around in my car binks with my sweetie pie.
Oh Lord. It's so big! Brum brum. What if we put it up on the
It's
shelf with
transparent.
you?
I'm glad it's transparent.
Here you go. It's up with you, Kian, since you're making such a fuss about it.
Vroom vroom.
Brum brum.
Misa go fast.
Okay.
You ever play Star Wars Racer?
Racer, yes. I love Star Wars Racer. I know all the races, like Arc Bumpy Roos and Mohonic.
Bed Quadraneros.
Ben Quadraneros, yeah. Weird that that Luke and Han named their kid after that guy.
They loved
I love the sport.
pod racing. Sorry, I just recognized that you said Luke and Han.
Ah!
Ah! I don't think you can float there. That
Hey.
feels illegal.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm bad at platformers.
Why did we do this?
It had frog in the name. I didn't think it'd be so hard. 410 coins.
It's, yeah. So, I don't know if you've recognized this, but when you throw the pots, they typically have coins in them, so you
Yeah.
need to smash all the pots
Yeah,
if you want all
exactly.
coins.
Oh, as much as I want all coins in real life, I'm gonna be okay for now.
I think it's okay to not go for 100% when playing this video game. Despite what I might have said to myself while playing this game.
Look, it's one rule for you and another rule for everybody else. Okay, thank goodness.
It's different when there's a stream on the line.
And there we go.
The big flyboys are very Rayman aspected enemies.
Yes, that was the vibe I was getting. What's in here?
Nothing. Mysterious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the end of the level, but you need to collect the bug. Oh! Oh, look at these shadows. PS1 couldn't do shadows this good. This is anachronistic. Get it fucking out of here. Oh.
How do I? There we go.
And you can also do first-person shots as well.
Ooh. Oh wow. Oh, it's got a little frog camera.
A frog camera. Living in darkness. The very nature of this game is shrouded in mystery.
Alright, I'm done. I'll finish this level. VOD thumbnail. I'm sure this isn't a horror game or anything. Ooh, I got none of the emeralds that time. I just ended up with a dumb bug.
If this game is a horror game, it happens after the point where I have played it. Because I have not finished this game yet.
Hmm.
Anyway. No. Can't jump up there. It's
No
too high for
jumpies.
you.
Whoa! Ah! What? Where'd you come from?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Jake, and this is my friend and partner in crime, Snatch. Wait. Why can I hear myself?
Because my
Charles-
phone, I turned off my headphones and
Ah!
my phone started playing the stream out
Oh,
loud.
no.
I did not expect that. Also, hello, I am here now.
Hello!
Charles is here.
Brought in another platforming ringer, because I don't know what a platformer is.
Yeah, don't worry, everyone. The platforming sexpert is here.
Excuse me?
The platforming expert.
Anyway, this is Jake and his partner in crime, Snatch. What brings you to this bunch of old bricks? I'm Renata, and this is Frogun. Nice to meet you, I guess. We're here to rescue my... For the treasure, of course. What else? That's not what I was about to say. Well, you're not gonna get that treasure. Not if I get it first. That'd be a race, frog girl. Oh, okay.
He's fucking zooming.
Yeah, he's not zooming that fast though.
He's zooming.
But-
Look at
Hey!
him go.
I can't touch him.
Yeah,
He's got
take
cooties.
damage if you hit him. He's a boy. He's got cooties. Get him away from him.
No pet Charles, I've literally just joined like unceremoniously, so give Kaz a second.
Oh wait, I can destroy those enemies.
I can destroy them.
I'm gonna kill Polly.
Polly?
Polly the rat. The low Polly rat.
Anyway, you have to sit through all this dialogue again.
Sit.
You can
Stand.
mash.
Yeah, but like, there's no way to skip it quickly.
There's no skip. Yeah, you just gotta
So,
mash.
this reminds me a little bit of I was watching Kian play this last night, so I'm a little bit I'm a little bit ahead of the game of knowing what this game's content is, but this reminded me of the like Cosmic Mario races in Mario Galaxy.
Ah, that's a good nice reference that more people will get than my touchstone, which is the races against Jake or Buzz in Ape Escape.
I'm sure there's
Nobody-
Ape Escape heads in the chat.
Yeah, if you like Ape Escape, shout out.
Put your hands up. I should get like a hand up emoji for like when we do polls.
So yeah, because in that, if you touch Cosmic Mario, I don't know if you die instantly, if you just get hurt, but you know.
I've never played Mario Galaxy, but I know it's like round.
good.
Mario was round.
Wait, what I say? It's on the Switch. It was on the Switch.
So close.
It was one day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the skybox house is cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Shortcut.
Sorry, I just read Abby's message. They were trying to do their eyeliner, and I said sex.
Will is saying they have a pal who made an amazing video about Ape Escape's class war. I will put it in the Discord. Thanks,
Thank
Will.
you.
Is Spectre the bourgeoisie or is Spectre the upper class? I mean, like, apes are an underrepresented class in our society, so I suppose he would be like not the bourgeoisie, but like the the common man,
Proletariat.
the proletariat. Yeah.
Military ape.
Is there humans in Ape Escape?
Thank
Yeah, you play as humans.
Ah.
Yeah, they're the ones
capture
who
the
are
apes.
capturing the escaped apes.
Yo, thank you so much for the gift sub, Mandy. Enjoy, Sacraglossa.
So Ape Escape is about they gave apes monkeys. Nope, they gave apes helmets.
Yeah.
They gave the monkeys helmets, and the helmets make them smarter. And then one of the apes become too smart that they overthrow the humans and escape. And you have to capture them.
Dang, you're good, Frog Girl, but you can't freeze in the air like me. You can keep it this one, but next time it's all gonna go my way.
So wait, his thing is a snake. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it
Snake
called?
called Snatch.
Snatch.
Ho ho ho, these rooms are getting crowded as of late. Hi, I'm Renata. Who are you? Of course, where are my manners? You can call me Hatter. I've been in these rooms for a long while, trading with travelers who pass by. Now, what brought you to this place, Renata? I'm looking for my parents. I think they're lost. They're an archaeologist. Oh, they're archaeologists. That's a touching story. I did see a couple of archaeologists just the other day, coming in this direction. I'm sure you'll find them if you continue down this way. Thank you, sir. Good luck, and remember to visit me. I'm setting up shop nearby, so we'll run into each other.
Why does he talk with his nose? So you can either end the level here, or you can go through that door up there and
Yo, get all the collectibles again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good. Kian pointed out to me that you have to beat this level if you want to do everything in one sitting, minus I guess the time. To collect everything in one sitting, you have to do the level 3 times. Essentially.
Because when you go through that door, there's a jump down which has 3 coins, and you need those 3 coins to get all the coins. But also, behind you is the hole that takes you to the obsidian skull, which is like, you know, the bonus, the extra bonus thing that's in every level. But that puts you up top at a different point in the level, so you need to fall down and then do the level again. So you need to do 3 runs if you want to grab everything.
Oh no.
I wish it wasn't like that. Poisonally.
And then you obviously you'll need to do it quickly in order to get the quick bonus.
Bounce higher.
Hold the jump button. You go high.
With Polly the rat.
Still a guy.
There's a couple of points about the 3D platforms you mentioned earlier. Just I just wanted to say, like, I really like. So I said Rayman 2 was like my non-banjo favorite 3D platformer.
Yeah.
It is really good, but Jak and Daxter is like. It's hard for me to choose between the two.
Yeah.
This
Very
morning,
good.
just as we were packing for our return, the biggest fly ever witnessed flew over our heads with a deafening buzz. Perhaps we should continue forward for a bit more, but I don't like leaving behind our sweet Renato for so long. Signed, Todd Hobbs.
Todd
It's
Todd
a good
Hobbs.
thing the flies in this game are cute and not like realistic.
Yeah.
They're like little boys.
Whoa. Ah!
Anyway,
Some sort of boss.
It's angry.
Another human. I'm tired of you puny leggy things. The master will scold me if I let a single one more go through, so prepare for a beatdown.
beat down of the century.
Ah,
Can't tongue this guy, he's too big.
ah.
But yeah, they look like they look like Ghiblies?
Please.
Yeah, please.
So when he knocks down the rocks, he gets stunned.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Squandered!
You're just like so ready to like throw it. It's like when I play Kirby and I accidentally spit things out, which you're supposed to spit at the boss. Coincidentally, it's very similar to Kirby. But yeah, like Jak and Daxter is a really good game, and I really like it. And Jak 2 and I like Jak 2 and Jak 3, but they are a very weird departure from the first game.
Yeah.
But it is very much like Jak and Daxter is like, you know, Naughty Dog made a video game that's like the platforms they probably played when they were younger. And then Jak 2 is very much like, we played GTA and we want to make that, but we're our current franchise is this one, so...
Yeah, I mean, a cynical take on the Jak trilogy is, you know, Naughty Dog being like, hey, we want to make, you know, hey, how do we make a new 3D platformer, but it's, you know, it's mature, it's for, you know, for adults. We make it like Grand Theft Auto.
You have
And
some
then, like-
fan art.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, sorry to cut you off,
whoa,
Kian.
whoa!
Yo!
Pew,
Tef, this is great! Yeah!
pew, pew, pew.
I am going pew. Hang on, let me recreate this. Let me just... Pew. You can't see it, but I am holding the frog gun off screen. This one's going on the fridge.
You have like instant fridge access.
Instant fridge access. Let's just head over there now.
Oh.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much, bud. This is lovely.
I love this.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
It's like
those
little frog Renata.
Frogart.
FrogCass Renata. You know, you're the lucky recipient of 3 fridge arts now.
Let's just try.
Save some fridge for the rest of us.
You need to get a second fridge.
Fridge 2.
Maybe
Yeah,
get one
we-
with an ice maker.
This does have an ice maker. It's just right under FrogCass 2.
Oh,
You should ask Wayne for a fridge. I think he's got a couple spare.
Yeah. Ah,
in the
thank you,
fridge,
Teo.
please.
This is great. What's in the fridge? And you like to know.
yeah, that's where.
Ah, I'm still in a boss fight.
It's a funny place to pause. But yeah, like I never played Jack X or Daxter because I never got Jack X nor had a PSP,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't attest to the quality of those games. Hey, you did the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Got the
Got the red bit.
emeralds.
And you get the body of the fly.
Yeah.
Or it's like a dragonfly, right?
There are
It's-
95 coins.
Yeah,
Oh my
But that was
Lots
god.
of
all in
coins.
all in the level beforehand. I mean,
Ooh.
it's a lot for a boss, but yeah. Oh hey, look, it's Hatman.
Batman.
I
My
can't.
hat.
Oh yes. Ooh.
These
800
hats.
coins.
Oh.
It's a lot of coins.
So when I arrived at this man, more of these hats were unlocked for purchase, and I suppose they're tied to having completed certain objectives. I guess.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
didn't realize.
Maybe. Look at this. Look at the frog gun in this
Oh.
art. I love that.
She's so cute.
Fly
Chubby
boy.
cheeks.
They're big and
Yes.
round and cute and mean. Their tiny wings are very strong because they can carry them around.
Look at this guy.
Rat. Big fluffy rodents. I want to hug them, but they'll bite. I'm your friend, not kibble.
Oh.
Big boy. Big and round. Looks like a plum. Now I'm hungry.
That is very much feels like it's a Rayman reference by it being a plum. And that shade of purple very specifically is what the plums in Rayman look like. So
Yeah.
It's prickly. What a big guy. Looks angry, but I'm sure he's just a lonely kid inside. Maybe we could be friends if he calmed first. Special attack, Mega Boom Stomp. And I got a bunch of medals.
Achievements.
I like the look of this hat. Oh, there's no previewing it. Okay.
Yeah, you
just buy it.
Just buy it.
But it's
Look,
like
it's like Mabel's hat.
Yeah. Damn.
that's what Kian said last night when she bought it.
Yeah. I meant to say Dipper, but
Yeah.
It's
I
like
said
Girl
it wrong.
Dipper.
It's
Yeah.
like Girl Dipper. Anyway.
Just like
Nice
Femme
hat,
Marty McFly. Oh, nice.
Yay.
You got one more hit now.
Yay. I need
Oh.
that.
You got all of the empty honeycombs.
Ooh, dark.
But yeah, no. Ultimately my point was that I feel like if you want to be kind of cynical about it, you can chart a line from Speeder. You can chart a line from Jack 2 to the modern prestige game experience that Naughty Dog like tries to put forward now, right? You know, and like it can't just be a funny platformer where you play as a guy with elf ears and blonde hair. It has to be serious and for adults.
Like I would say that like you can definitely see that like what they were going with like literally Naughty Dog's games have sort of matured in time in terms of like what they're trying to achieve. Like what's it, Crash Bandicoot, very much like funny kind of kiddie
Sonic's ass.
yeah, like that sort of level of maturity. And then Jack and Daxter is a little bit like more elevated because it's trying to be less silly. And then Jack 2 and 3, they were like very much like teenage, like let's you know, we're gonna say fuck except we're not kind of level.
Jack X has a perfect circle on the soundtrack.
And yeah, shit like that. And then Uncharted is like, you know, like a little bit older than that, like in terms of maturity, but it's still like action movie.
Ah, if only had I listened to my stupid sister, if I had stayed in his stupid lakeside house instead of seeking fortune in these wretched ruins, and how incredibly boring that would have been. Signed, Flossie, Grandiose Pirate Extraordinaire. I gotta do a jump now. In a platformer.
Crazy, you gotta jump onto that platform.
Whew, we did
And
it.
then obviously The Last of Us is like their sort of you know, their prestige storytelling game at this point. So,
Yeah.
I like Sakagloss's suggestion of making The Last of Us a funny platformer. Ah!
the Carterverse. What's it called?
No, Charles, it was The Fast of Us.
Yeah, I know. I realized I fucked up when I said it, but I wasn't gonna say.
It's okay.
Because that's the thing. Because they did do that. They made a Crash Kart game. They made and then they made a Jack racing game. So where's the Uncharted and Last of Us racing?
Hey,
game?
listen.
I did it again!
Crash 1 was jungle, Crash 2 was snowy, and Crash 3 was desert. And then Jack 1 was jungle island. Jack 2 was like cold snowy city. Jack 3 was desert, and then Jack X kart racing. Then Uncharted 1 was a jungle, Uncharted 2 was snowy, Uncharted 3 was a desert. So where's Uncharted? And where's The Fast of Us?
Yeah, but like, I don't really think The Last of Us fits into the. Well, I guess The Last of Us kind of like has all of the elements. Although there's less of a desert. There's definitely snow in that game.
There's an urban jungle.
Well, we haven't seen The Last of Us Part 3 where it's going to take place in the desert.
Ellie goes to the desert.
Chris says I dropped something.
Oh.
It's Thank you. Oh, this must be from when I was playing Windbank.
When you were playing Windbank?
The cube-based shooter.
There we go. I think that's
also,
perfect.
Yeah, just leave it there. Is it? I like the idea of this Shogun with frogs. It's funny.
Oh, Mercury, get in here.
How do you feel about these spiders, by the way?
I do not like them. Cass, I am.
I was like, these are cartoon enough. Cass won't mind. No, I'm sorry.
I'm
I think it's the legs, right?
Mm.
Like if they had funny legs, but the problem is they've decided to make them kind of like spindly and gross. So,
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm trying not to like speed run this conversation. But I am drinking a can of Monster right now, so.
I was trying to remember what other rock bands were in the Jack X soundtrack. It was Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh yeah.
You know, Kian, I didn't know that game had a licensed soundtrack, so this is a weird thing for me to find out today.
Yeah, it does.
But like that makes sense to me. I think it's weird to me because like the previous Jack games all had original soundtracks that are good. Like
yeah.
And you know, like I mean, Naughty Dog games generally have pretty good music.
Yeah, yeah. But it was, you know, it's about the attitude, Charles.
It's funny because I think it makes sense they made Jack X because like Jack 3, they made a lot of. They basically were like, we have this big open world desert. It's bigger than the open world we made before, so we're gonna make you, you know,
And
how
there's
you're gonna get
vehicles.
around that.
Yeah.
We'll make you drive, so then we'll make a bunch of cars. Basically, I think they made a really good driving engine, and they were like, well, what are we gonna do with it? We're gonna make it like a racing game, because that makes sense. I love this 3D map. This map screen is very Rayman 2. Wall of doors.
Well, okay, I actually did not know this. This is insane. So, Jack X originally, water is supposed to be purple. I wouldn't touch it if I were you, Renata.
If I were you, Renata.
What's it? In order to get the bonus drivers in Jack X, you needed memory on your memory card, save data on a memory card from Jack and Daxter, Daxter, and Ratchet Deadlocked.
Oh damn!
To unlock all the secret drivers in the game. When they ported it to PS4, they made it so you need save data from the PS4 ports of Jack and Daxter, Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection, and Ratchet & Clank 2016.
Oh my god.
That's really funny. That's good. Whoever ported that, they did a funny.
Sometimes my tongue isn't enough to defeat an enemy. Maybe throw something at him.
Got him.
He shipped that whatever that plant is called. That's a really good like that shows that like some thought went into that that fort.
Yeah.
Ah!
And rather than just doing, the easy way out would be like making them unlock automatically, or like by doing something, adding a function to the game to unlock them, or whatever.
The easy way out.
You know,
Hardware is buying 3 games.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think they did it specifically to make people buy those games. I think they did it because they wanted to sort of uphold the thing. And also, a lot of people who buy that would probably have those games anyway, because they're like some of the more popular games on the PlayStation 4 anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, they unfortunately though, as it says, the PS2, PS4 ports spotty in quality.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the best way is still, I think, just like to emulate them probably, because PS2 emulation is pretty good. So, or even just playing on original hardware with some sort of upscaling. Like I could probably get a good decent, like you can get a pretty decent signal out of a PS2, because thankfully they did have RGB support, unlike some consoles like the NES, for example. Because it was a weird time for consoles. Like I've done a lot of looking into like, hey, you did a good job.
Yay!
Retro upscaling stuff, but it's weird because a lot of consoles, because in America they didn't use SCART, so therefore you couldn't get you have to like essentially import SCART cables if you want to get an RGB signal out of some consoles. Whereas it's very standard here.
What's the box that you have, Charles? The OSSC?
Yeah, the open source scan converter.
Yeah.
I think there's been some better products released since. I can't remember what the most recent one is. Is it the Retro Tink?
What you call me?
From Borderlands?
It'd be like if they were like 8-bit like sprites instead. But yeah, I think it's the Retro Tink is what people use these days. But yeah, I have the open source scan converter, and that basically like you can input a SCART signal from an RGB console, and it will output it to HDMI, and it looks really good. You can run it through a capture card. If I start streaming at some point, I'll probably play a lot of games on my original hardware because of that. Because I'll probably do streams of retro games rather than like necessarily doing more modern stuff.
Like this?
Yeah. This is very, very, very contemporary looking game.
That's okay, we don't all have the processing power from the year 30XX. Hey, the air here feels sparkly. Maybe there's a way to go up there.
So those, so you see the sparkles around those red blocks?
Yeah.
Those would be there, and the red blocks wouldn't if you hadn't already activated the thing. So that just indicates that there are blocks to appear. So if you see those later in the level or in a different level, then that's what that's about.
To the left, to the right, to the towers, to the swamps. I'm sick of marching on to do nothing. From now on, the boss is not a boss of me. I'm a free-minded fly. Signed, a very upset fly.
A very upset fly.
So mad.
Also, I guess that was me incidentally like revealing the fact that I've considered starting streaming myself, but
Again?
I mean, like I've been thinking about it more recently now that I'm on my ADHD meds. So, whereas before it was like it felt like a bit of a pipe dream. So it's. Do you ever? Oh. her little teeth. Thankfully the checkpoint's right here. So, do you ever like remember hearing something for the first time, and that's like what you associate it with every single time? Because I have that with the phrase pipe dream.
Oh yeah.
Because they use it in Ratchet and Clank 3, and that's what I think of is specifically Dr. Nefarious saying, like it's not Dr. Nefarious saying it. It's like there's because you know how in Ratchet and Clank every level, you may or may not know this, every level has like in the first few games has like a movie associated with it, and that's like how you unlock the next level. The one for that, it's like to get to Dr. Nefarious' like lab on a planet. It's like an advert for that, and they use the term pipe dream at one point with it. And that, like, for some reason it's like wedged in my brain, and that's where I know it from.
I see. Is that a
Lady
bone
is
fly?
round and cute.
Oh,
Yes,
bye. It's evil.
It's like spewing out green gas.
It's spin out goop.
Very
Last night when I
afraid.
was playing this game, I was trying to describe what that fly was doing. I said some very strange words.
What did you say?
I was saying, I don't even remember. I was like, oh, he's all gumptious.
Yeah, it was something like that. I remember now. Oh, he was grabbed by the ghoulies.
Oh no.
I should play that as well on stream.
Ah!
How?
Oh. I guess you can't just frog gun responsibly, everyone.
Yeah. Don't pull a Cass with the frog gun towards you.
With like that Jar Jar Binks tongue toy I had.
Please, can we not talk about Jar Jar Binks this stream?
It's too late.
Ah!
The Jar Jar has already been
That's me. That's me crying as I fall into a pit of a discussion about Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, here's the other thing about 3D platformers I'll say. I like 3D platformers a lot. I'm not necessarily that good at them though. Like I have never been one to 100% most games, so
Hello.
Hi Stein.
Hello.
Stein.
Look who it
How's
is.
Steinen? It's Stein.
Yeah,
It's
It's me.
Look who it is.
You're way over
Wow.
there.
Yeah.
What's
What?
tell us your favorite 3D platformer.
Oh, which
and if you're
I don't-
wrong,
I
Oh.
changed the visibility on the wrong text box.
no.
Why did you just say frog gun in the middle of the stream?
Frogun.
Don't worry about it, Chels.
So that you know. My
Nice.
favorite 3D platformer, purely for mostly nostalgia's sake, is Mario Galaxy.
Hoorah.
It's a good one. It's a good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah. I wish that the Switch port was available for purchase outside of, you know, when they listed it and then delisted it for Mario's. Was it 30? What year was it?
35th?
40th? 35th anniversary? I can't remember which one it was. How many years of Mario we've had.
Oh, they gumptioning! Oh, they got me!
Yeah.
Oh!
Limited
they're
releases are
gumbling
great.
all over you.
I've been following the development of this game for a hot sec, so I'm super interested in it.
Nice! I don't know what this game is. Wow, what a view.
Frog gun.
This place looks bigger than I expected.
What if a frog was a gun?
Oh, that's
What
what
if we
it
turned
is.
Cass into a gun?
Wah.
That'd be fucked up.
The problem is I
Yeah.
don't. The problem is I don't have a tongue.
I'd like to imagine like a P2020, but you download Cass onto it, so she just shows up on the display on the back.
P2020
Sure.
from Apex?
Casa points.
Yeah, specifically because it has that little display on the back for the ammo, but there's just a tiny, like, Cass displayed on it. There are targets down that way.
All right.
Kill them
Now-
with no mercy.
Okay. I was like, now has Cass internalized the mechanic here?
Damn.
I just had to be sure.
Internalized mechanic.
She turns into the smart pistol from Titanfall.
Yeah, that was. I consistently
It's
got
okay.
top of the leaderboard in Titanfall 1 with the smart pistol.
Cass, the only Titanfall 1 stan in the universe.
I was about to say that, yeah, I was like, damn,
That's
Titanfall 1.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
No.
It's you and Austin Walker.
That's good company right there.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Did you? I can't remember, Keen. You were doing one of those Twitter threads with the like this tweet and I will say a game for every year going
Yeah,
backwards or
yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
And Titanfall 2 was your game of that year.
Yeah.
But was Titanfall 1 your game of whatever year that came out?
I only ever played the beta of Titanfall 1. I never played it the full game.
Damn.
Oh damn.
You didn't have
What's
to
it?
unpack 40 gigabytes of sound files onto your
Yeah,
laptop.
A couple years ago, I wanted to play Titanfall 1, but the servers had been DDoSed to hell and back, and nobody can play it anymore.
I know fans are resetting up the Titanfall 2 servers, as well as
Yes,
apparently an
the-
experimental like co-op solo campaign.
Yeah,
Mm.
the North Star client is the private client for
Mhm.
Titanfall 2. I played a bit of that, and it's really good.
Yeah,
So if you,
but I don't think Titanfall 1's getting anything.
Yeah, Titanfall 1 has not had that amount of development yet,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Pepette Stein's in the wrong place.
No.
It's
Anyway,
fine.
I put
It's
I put
there for the
something-
RPG.
Why did
I put something in the
why did
lab, by the
Ooh,
way.
why did you leave me all the way over here?
You gotta play that. You don't play
Oh
nice with the other kids.
no!
Oh
Gotcha.
shit!
I got you.
Oh. Oh, I've been done. I've been had.
Uh-oh, you freaking moron!
Put
You
it
just
on.
got pickled!
Put it on the side of the cube.
Tag your friends to totally pickle them. If you've never played Borderlands the pre-sequel, this joke probably won't land on
it's
you.
Nothing. It's nothing if you don't know.
I have, and I forgot until I saw the image, and it all flooded back like traumatic memories.
You remember pickle?
I'm
Yeah.
pickle.
It's like yesterday when I started singing a Nickelback song with Bluto, and I realized I knew the lyrics, and they just flooded back into my brain, and I was like, "Why?"
Pickleback.
Pickleback. I
Pickleback.
was gonna say pickleback.
Oh, Jesus.
I am so high. I
No.
can feel heaven.
Crisis.
Hey,
Why do you keep saying crisis?
Because every time you screen transition.
It says
What?
Crisis.
This is
What? What?
Yes.
Wait,
Have you
is
not
this
realized that?
What? Oh no! I've
So,
left. So the
Okay,
crisis
you're doing-
crisis thing is a video, right? The button just
Yeah.
hides it and unhides it, and I've just left it
Oh.
on. And so every time I
So
come back to
whenever-
the screen, it plays.
Yeah, because whenever you switch scenes, it reloads all of your shit.
This was the bit. I thought you were doing this.
I
on
didn't know.
Cass, it's been like this for 2 streams.
No.
That's really
During-
funny. I thought you were doing it on purpose.
Oh
During Salamander County, it was the same way.
no.
Like that's why I said it earlier in the stream.
Oh.
And I think I put it in the chat as well.
I thought you just had decided that Crisis thing was your brand now. That was
No.
part of the bit.
I think if anything, like it was a good bit, but it's actually way funnier that you.
Shut up.
We should have never said anything, just so Cass was looking back at a
Years-
VOD one day, like,
years
oh, I
of
think the
streams.
I think the
Years of
audio-
streams like
just
this.
a random VOD look like I think the audio fucked up at this one point. Did I play Crisis?
I thought I thought. So here's the thing. I thought like when I said it before, you were
Mhm.
specifically not acknowledging it because it was a bit.
I. Oh.
hey,
Cass, you were accidentally funny. I'm so proud of you.
The best kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
With Greg
Sounds like you're in a reel.
Pickle
Crisis.
Crisis.
I mean, I was going for a very high concept bit there, and that I was gonna pause and wait for the crisis, but I know that you don't have the crisis bound.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna.
Yeah,
That's like a-
silence.
that would have been a
It's
real.
like a double. That's a double mix-up.
Real Frogun. You
I
you
watched-
get BOB to do a Frogun rap.
God.
Please
Commission.
don't.
No.
Don't associate B.O.B. with this game.
I mean,
I'll-
this one's pretty flat.
I'll pull some strings.
This game doesn't deserve that association.
Damn.
No,
This
Stein.
is a fucking
This string's
slander.
pretty full.
Don't worry about it.
If you, I would say, everyone should check out like the amount of likes equals how many years back games thread, because you have some interesting insights, and also you should follow Kiana on Twitter.
Yeah, she's got some banger
I
tweets.
tweet
Ian
things.
makes banger tweets.
But this is genuinely interesting because you don't just say what the game is. You do also put some insight in there, and like you have a bunch of honorable mentions.
Yeah. I mean, the honorable mentions thing is just me being unable to ever decide anything. I'm an
I mean,
indecisive bitch.
You did literally put on which year was it that you put 2 games because you couldn't decide?
It's Undertale and
Bloodborne?
Bloodborne on
Bloodborne.
2015.
Yeah, because
Really?
like, those games did come out the same year, and that's kind of fucked because they like are both games that I think people don't shut up about in a good way.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's what's his face.
Oh
So
no,
what's-
it's Jake's back.
This level's called
Wow, holy
Stream
shit.
Racing.
Do you ever think about how he's Jake and he has a snake? Like wrestler?
Hi, Kath.
Hello.
Are we live?
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
No.
you Jake snaking?
What?
Don't worry,
That
it'll
sounds like
all be
something-
explained.
Alright,
That
Cass,
sounds
I'm
like
gonna-
something the police would ask
sorry.
me.
Kath, I'm gonna ask you the same question I've asked everybody else when they went to the stream. What's your favorite moment of Jake the Snake's wrestling career?
When you kill that person?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What?
that's Chris Benoit.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Kian.
I'm sorry.
That was more than one person. Oh,
Damn. Snake.
The crosshairs there is really funny.
you again.
Oh, I love the snake.
Of course, I'm still 1000% set on getting all of this treasure. And this time I'll win our little race. I've trained hard. We last met you like 2 hours ago. I'm not even here for the treasure.
Also, Jake, look at this cool pot I'm pointing at.
See you at the finish line, frog girl. My name is Renata. Renata!
See
That's
you at the
cute.
finish line. See you at the fight.
Oh, they were smart.
I'd like
Cass,
to think.
you can tongue for speed.
Yeah.
Just like that dog.
Oh shit, you can do that? Oh man, there's so many strats in this game. He's teaching
Wow.
you the moves. Think about it.
Although, wait, I've been paying attention to the animations. When he uses his snake whip or whatever it is,
I think-
what is that? Snake?
Snake gun?
Because it feels like it has to be a pun. Anyway,
No,
is
it snatches things.
Is it like? Is it extending out its tongue or is it extending out its head? I assume
I think it's a head.
yeah. Also, I was thinking that the Snatch looked like Sam from Rayman 2. Again, thinking that this game like is influenced by
Snatch-
Rayman, but it's
Snatch has luscious eyelashes, which is how you know it's a femme snake.
Oh.
Mmm. The ultimate video game indicator.
Is Sam from Rayman 2 a femme snake?
no, he's
Yeah.
very much a man snake.
Oh.
He's,
You haven't been
but his name isn't Sam, it's Sam.
Oh.
He's got like 4 S's at the start.
Like Cobra Commander.
Do you know what it's like to be a girl frog in a man snake's world? In a man snake's man guns world?
Man gun.
Me, Derek Bum with Man Gun.
Man gun feels like it'd be a 360 era shooter.
Shout out to the classic indie folk rock album.
What?
Oh no!
Oh,
In the
what?
airplane over the sea by Neutral Milk Hotel, helmed by Jeff Mangum.
Speedrun sound.
So, Kath, what's your favorite 3D platformer? A question I've not asked anybody else on the stream before.
It's just been about Jake the Snake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually asking about Jake the Snake.
I don't know. What is a 3D platform?
Like a Banjo-Kazooie, like one where you...
Spyro.
It's usually like a
Like a-
collectathon.
Like a Mirror's Edge.
Mario Gal... Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Technically not.
If someone said their favorite 3D platform was Mirror's Edge, like it certainly is like an you know
A pick.
a pick, a non-comparable thing in this, you know, 'cause it's a different kind of game, but it's still, you know, not wrong.
Yeah.
It's 3D in your platform.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not quite when people are like
Yes.
every game is a role-playing game because you play a role in it.
You mean
it's
just
not
like-
that level of pedant.
Was?
What about Gex? Well, Gex 1 doesn't count because Gex 1 is a 2D platform. But Gex 2 and 3, feel free
Yeah.
to.
What about Little
feel
Big
free to
Planet?
discuss. Little Big Planet is a 2.5D platform.
Yeah.
In that it's a 2D platform, but it's got multiple layers of depth.
How come he can sit between these?
You
Looks
know,
like that's a mechanic unique to the game that you have to buy next. Snake gun. Snake snatch?
Snun.
I don't know. Snun.
Snun, get in the habit.
just trying to think which ones I played. The only,
Traitor.
the only game I can think of is Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey's
Yeah.
pretty
Mario
good.
Odyssey's great.
Mario Odyssey's really good.
Mario Odyssey is one of my favorite games. Like as a
Yeah, it's really good.
huge Super Mario 64 fan, like you know, there's a lot to love about that game if you're a classic Mario 3D platformer fan.
I appreciate Mario Odyssey a lot. I think it's nice that there's finally a follow-up to Mario 64 that people can like without
Proud of you,
argument,
Cass.
you know, be like, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good sequel. Because I like Super Mario Sunshine. I like Mario Galaxy. But, oh,
Dang,
Oh,
I'm
good
wall
camera.
now.
I'm a wall now.
You can keep this one, but next time it's gonna go my way.
I did it
Do you know how to melt?
my way.
Do you know how to melt
Stranger
cement?
Paradise? Wow, Frank Sinatra's My Way from my favorite game, Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise.
Damn, Final Fantasy Stranger Paradise and Crisis 2 are siblings then, because Frank Sinatra's New York, New York is what
Wait, that
BOD covered for Crisis
Yeah.
2.
Oh, right. Yeah, except Square Enix actually bought the song.
You got an achievement.
Nice. Pacifist.
I want to see,
Yeah.
damn.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a
what's
really,
that little guy?
there's a really good hat you need to unlock. But I
Which
don't
one?
know, hang on. It's the locked one between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
The
good.
FrogCass? Looks
I
like
don't
a
know how you
FrogCass.
get it, but I had it available to buy, and I
Oh,
don't
boy.
know how. And you are past the levels I have played at this point, so it's definitely something to do with some optional objective.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Keen.
beta level under par.
Kian,
I was
got the
attempting.
demo.
Yeah. I
So
was
you
attempting to
had-
do all the things in the levels that were in the demo. You see?
Yeah.
And
Which makes sense when it's the only things that you have. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's quite nice was that the demo save progress transferred over to the final game. So when I started playing the game, I unlocked like 8 achievements all at once.
It's like when Risk of Rain 2 finally came out, and like you know, because there's like an achievement for every unlock in that game. So it was just like, you know, and the achievements were only added in the 1.0 version of the game. So like everyone who played the early access version got like 50 million achievements all on day one.
I don't like
Hell yeah.
Will getting real abstract with what's a 3D platformer.
Well, I have
Well-
a list of 3D platformers here on Wikipedia that I can read out a couple.
Yeah,
examples.
I want you to do that, but first I want to pick Will's brain on the fact that the Assassin's Creed,
Yes.
like, it's not a 3D platformer, but also
It is, though.
it like the modern Ubisoft open world game of being a huge open world with a billion fucking markers to like, you know, tick off
Those are
every box.
collectathons.
That's
kind of a
collectathon.
collectathon, yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
a
Christ.
double wink! Oh, double wink! Triple wink combo! Oh my god.
I don't know if that's allowed on stream.
The crowd went wild.
That's no like bug.
Do you not like this?
I don't. No.
Legs.
Somebody else do its voice.
Gotcha! I've done it again, and the crowd goes wild.
What is going on?
That dum-dum of Prickly let another intruder pass by, so the boss naturally asked me to solve the situation. And I'll solve it in style. Get ready to burn some calories, little chump.
Wow.
Now I'm afraid they're an exercise like instructor.
I mean, they got,
Oh,
they
they're
got
a pawn
sweatbands
speeder.
on.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just like Metal Gear
They're a
Rising.
Yeah, they're a pawn skeeter.
Oh,
What are they called in Metal Gear Rising, Charles?
Russian.
Yeah, what's the
Bastards.
Russian words?
I don't remember. Boris, call me on the code. I can let me know.
Horrorshot.
It was funny. I was gonna make a joke. So the first thing on the like section of 3D platformer games on Wikipedia, and it's a funny joke about what the boss just did. It's 40 winks.
Wow, 40
Oh,
winks.
wow.
Move over, Mario.
Wait, doesn't
yeah.
that game suck?
Oh,
Move over, Mario.
I'm dead.
it's a well, I didn't realize that Wikipedia lists it as a platformer survival horror game.
Whoa. So 40 Winks featuring Rough and Tumble.
Oh no.
is a PS1 3D platformer that is infamous for its box art, which features the pull quote from that says "Move over, Mario" from Nintendo Official Magazine.
Hold up, 40 Winks game.
I will post the cover art in context for stream.
But
And I'll post in the chat.
it only came out on
Christ.
PlayStation.
It only came out on PS1.
Because the N64 version of it got cancelled before release. Like
and
very
now-
soon before release.
Now, I just wanna say, I went searching for the source of Move Over Mario from Nintendo Official Magazine. And I
They
couldn't find it.
Did they slander? Did they plagiarize?
But it was from a preview and not actually the final review of the game.
Ah. People can still play the game though, right? I could have sworn that people like dug up the fucking data for it.
Well, the N64 version got
yeah,
like
so-
kickstarted.
So it came out on
yeah.
PS1, and they did an official Kickstarter to release it on N64 on new N64 cartridges, and then also as a stretch goal to port it to the Dreamcast.
Wow.
That's so weird.
Ah!
And the thing is, the N64 version of the PlayStation game are not the same. And so therefore, it's weird looking at it because, like, a lot of games at that time that were released on both, you know, you have to contend with the file format and make a lot of concessions. So, like, you know, a lot of you can't really do full motion video on N64, but you can do. I think it had in-game cutscenes in the N64 version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a 2-player split screen mode on N64.
See, the only context I have for this game was one of the classic usual bits where somebody goes to Dick and is like, "Dick, when are you streaming? Insert horrible game." And that person was Bluto. And then Dick starts playing this game in the voice call with us, immediately goes, "I'm never playing this game," and turns it off.
Yeah, it is on Steam.
It's on Steam.
Wow.
It's a badly emulated version of the PS1 game. That's literally what like half the reviews on Steam say.
It'd be better if it was on original hardware.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
as a stan of 40 Wings.
Oh wow! That like it's an
You got this,
emulated
Cass.
PS1. It's like a PS1 emulator in a wrapper. Is the executable. But also, it doesn't have SRAM, so it doesn't save your game. You need to use the inbuilt save states in order to save your game.
That's really
That's... Oh, baby, that's bad.
bad. You can do it, Cass. I believe in you.
I don't know how angles work.
You can overcome you're an AI, can't you like process them on the fly?
No, I'm out of flops.
She's only got enough processing power to exist and use controller.
And be afraid of bug.
That's a subroutine.
You had a
Yay!
friend who
Hey.
QA'd for Eurocom and thought they mentioned playing it on Dreamcast. Well, maybe the Dreamcast version was originally in development, but it did not come out at the time. Was not contemporary.
It also, it's the Dreamcast, so it could very well have like been leaked and like pressed onto, you know, or burned onto bootleg discs if it did exist. So
Like Half-Life. Yo, you did on your car time.
nice.
Good job.
Look at those crystal wangs.
No.
Crystal wings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there
now
you
if
go.
we check the shop, maybe I'll... Nope.
Maybe it's
Chest. Oh, I need a... Circly?
You need a circle. That's all. Collect all coins.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can do
So
that.
maybe, yeah, let's say if you go back to like an earlier level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to like, if you go back to like the first level.
Yeah.
I think also you can use the shoulder buttons, except you're not using a thing. Q or E to fast travel to the last like flag.
Oh.
Oh.
That's useful.
Yeah, you could probably get them all on this level.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, there's 110, so.
I mean, what I meant is you probably get all the awards on this level. easily.
Although doing
this
both,
game.
like every, so you've already got the emeralds and you've already got the obsidian skull, so you don't need to do those again.
Okay, but there's probably coins near them, right?
Oh yeah, like are there coins in the obsidian skull zone in this level?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you can just focus on getting the coins then.
I could see completionists going nuts on this game.
So you gotta do every level many times. How
Yep.
you want it all.
How are you doing with it?
Were you gonna say
I
something,
wish there
Kath?
were. I wish there were more checkpoints.
I thought I heard you say something.
No.
Cat's just vibing.
Yeah.
I
Playing
wish
Dead by
this game
Daylight.
had more checkpoints if you were going for 100%, because if you die in the obsidian skull bit, you get sent back to your last checkpoint, which is often very far away, and that means you gotta recollect everything.
That's your punishment for trying to 100% a game.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, the fact that the original version of this game had lives and they removed them is kind of wild. Especially as dying is there's a penalty for dying, essentially.
Yeah.
So,
I remember the Twitter post update where they said, like, you're immortal now, no more lives in the game.
Yeah, it was dumb. Like me and Kian had
Yeah.
a lengthy discussion about what this game like there were problems with the
speedrun.
original.
Speedrun it.
Oh no, that's
No coins.
so if you want to get everything. Oh wait, no. So if you speedrun it, you don't have to.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can do it
okay.
across multiple runs. You don't
I
have to-
thought it was gonna be like a you have to do everything at once, and then I would have cried.
Yeah, we me and Kian had a couple of things that they've definitely tweaked about this this version of the release
There you
version of
go.
the game.
There you
Like,
go,
for
look,
example,
it's beautiful.
you can change the sound, the volume of the coin sounds, because the original version it was very piercing.
Mhm. That badge looked like a child's arts and crafts project, and I appreciate that.
There it is!
I don't have enough coins.
Carotan!
Hey, look,
Save
this
it.
is, this is why you go 100%, so you have an absurd abundance of
Not-
coins. You can buy
not
all
going
the
to buy
hats.
Thing
Can't
is,
buy anything ever again until you get that Carotan hat.
I bought this art for,
Too bad.
for 500 coins.
Yo, it's fan art!
Yeah.
That's great.
I really like the way the frog gun looks in it.
Alright, now you can open the
Yeah.
chest. Get
That's
another notebook.
mainly why I bought it, Stein.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really helpful against that boss I just beat.
It's just the gun's just sitting there like help.
Oh,
Spider.
Who out there loves Chameleon Twist?
yeah, that was another game.
Huh?
That was gonna come out. Chameleon twist.
What's the twist?
It sounds
Uh,
familiar.
You're a chameleon.
Whoa!
You spin. Because the thing is, so like this game, the chameleon has a long tongue,
Mhm.
and then you twist to like wind yourself essentially. I believe.
Yeah,
is
you
how it
can
works.
like kind of pole vault yourself off of things you tongued onto.
It sounds like
very
a Gex.
fun.
That just sounds like a Gex spin-off to me.
Gex don't. Gex is tail time. He pogos. That's
Out of all my business, trading with hats is definitely my favorite one. It's taken a long time, but I think I'm content with this life now. Any head looks better in a hat, no matter how old it is. Hatter.
Hat Kid really came a long way.
I was gonna say, Hatter's hat looks like Hat Kid's hat from Hat in Time.
Y'all need to stop saying the word hat.
Hat?
hat.
That's also a very
Towboat,
good game.
towboat.
It's also a very good 3D platformer. Hat in Time.
Yeah, I streamed that.
I kickstarted it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I remember. You're welcome. I remember. So I kickstarted that, and then because I was like, oh cool, like a revival of a genre I really like. And then not too long after, within I can't remember how long it was. If it was years or
Yeah.
months. Ukulele Kickstarter was announced.
And it's like, oh damn, this is like that, but it's the original people, right?
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna be better, right?
and I gave that Kickstarter more money than I gave the Hat in Time one, because I was like, oh, I love Banjo-Kazooie, I trust these people.
Yeah.
I like Hat in Time more. Retrospectively.
Yeah. I was about to say, this is where we learned that Charles actually got into debt because of ukulele.
No, I had
Charles-
enough money at the time.
Charles is like, oh boy, I can't wait for JonTron to be in this.
No.
I remember in a Hat in Time getting to the character that he voiced on stream. I heard his voice for 0.1 second because everyone was like, "Don't talk to that guy," and I was like, "What do you mean?" I talked to him, hear him for 0.1 second, end stream.
Yeah, he was in, because that's the thing, he voiced characters in both games.
Really?
But at least Platonic removed
Yeah, they
his voice.
patched him out of ukulele.
Yeah, he was, because obviously it's ukulele, so they don't have full voice acting. It was just he basically, I think he was a character who's like in a toilet or whatever,
Yeah,
and you
like-
talk to him through the door, and he's having a hard
Sounds-
time.
Yeah, it sounds like he's struggling.
So they just replaced it with a different voice.
He wasn't
voice
removed in
grunting.
Hat in Time.
He was not removed in Hat in Time, and still hasn't been removed
Why not?
from Hat in Time.
Fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, that's why I talked
it's-
to him, and I was like, "What's wrong with this guy?" And as soon as I heard him, I was like, "Oh, we're not talking to him ever again."
the benefit of the doubt I would give Gears for Breakfast is that it's expensive to get voice acting, and like ukulele's
Oh,
voice
yeah.
acting is, you know, whereas
Mhm.
Hat in Time has proper actual voice acting. So
Yeah, he had like a paragraph.
So like, you know, it would have taken like actually a significant amount of work to replace him. I still think they should have done it, but I
Yeah.
understand why
At
they
this point,
did.
At this point, they've had, the game has been very successful. I think they would have the opportunity to do it, and it does make me go a little bit when I, think about it. And also there are some other things, but I won't get into that on stream. But like otherwise, the game is very good.
Yeah, and then they came out with Here Comes Nico.
Oh, is that the same people?
Yes.
I think
Ah.
it's published by Gears for Breakfast. I don't think
Yeah, it's
developed
published by
them.
Gears for Breakfast.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Whereas
Ow!
Platonic,
Ow! I forgot to zip.
That's
Oh,
why Hat
so-
Kid is. That's why Hat Kid is in Here Comes Nico. It's just a little
Ah.
random character you can talk to.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I met.
No, I think you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
They're at the pool level.
Yeah, I feel like I remember you saying that.
They're literally just standing there, and they go, "Oh, hi there."
Or maybe
That's
it
it.
was on Stein's stream.
Yeah.
I really love that game. I have to 100% it actually.
Yeah, I got a 100% it too.
It's so
Um,
cute.
But then Platonic went on to make was it Ukulele and Impossible Lair, which is a like Donkey Kong Country style game.
It was great.
And yeah, I've
It's-
heard
it's
that
good.
like it's like really really good, and I think it was the right decision to do that instead of doing ukulele.
Yeah.
I feel like they could. I feel like a sequel
Ah!
to ukulele. Hey,
Yo, gamer.
I feel like a sequel to ukulele could be better because they could fix a lot of the problems I have with ukulele. But like I have basically got nowhere in ukulele, and I have very little inspiration to finish it, and that makes me
I was
really
gonna
sad.
say.
Yeah.
It sounds like most people's problems with ukulele is everything, so I don't know how you really do with,
Yeah.
Well,
It's not. See, the thing is, there are some good things in it. I think the movement's great. I think it plays well. The biggest problem with it is, as a platformer, it needs to have good levels, and it doesn't. Like, in the simplest terms, because they made there's very few levels in it, but they made it so that each level has an expandable section. So once you get enough pages, you can imbue the level with more content essentially, and then it unlocks like the second half of the level. So instead of having like I think there might be like 5 levels in total, and each can be expanded, rather than having like, I would think it would have been better to have like 6 smaller levels and then not have them expand than having the however many it is and then make them bigger.
yeah, like wasn't the pitch for it like meant to be like, oh, the levels are like sized like they were in Banjo-Kazooie, but then you expand them and they're sized like Banjo-Tooie levels.
Yeah,
Didn't
which-
people not like?
Yeah.
Didn't people not like the size of Banjo-Tooie levels though?
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with Banjo. One of the problems with Banjo-Tooie is that like it's a sequel in it's bigger and better in every way, except it's largely bigger. In some ways, better. Like the thing is, Banjo-Tooie is not a bad game, and
No,
it's very much. But
It
it's
does
very much
have
a
Canary
sequel-
Mary.
Yeah, it does have Canary Mary. It's very much a sequel of the time, and it like they made it bigger in like many conceivable ways, and like for example there are levels where you get a move, you use it once in that level, and then that's it.
I think I'm also like a weirdo in that. Did the
Oh.
stream die?
What?
Cass.
It is internet. Yeah.
Stream die?
Oh no.
It's potato time.
No.
No,
Nope,
hello?
okay.
Hello?
You're fine.
You back?
Yeah, I think our internet dipped.
Was it your internet as a collective?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Charles.
Are we back?
Hi.
Yes?
Hello?
Hi,
Okay,
Green
because here's the
beans.
thing. It's
Greens.
either your internet or Twitch has been getting DDoS attacks recently.
No, was that
No,
for
it's,
your
I
internet?
think it's us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
was
our
this
internet.
too?
Yeah, I saw
It's
the
this
little,
potato.
the little green square at the bottom of OBS turn orange.
Oh no.
Oh, speed!
Speed. Fast.
I think I
It's
got
really
it though.
funny. It's
Yeah.
really funny when you have the
missing
gravity
9.
face on.
9 coin.
9 coin.
Hey, we're back.
I feel like one day I should stream Banjo-Kazooie just because I've never played it.
Banjo-Kazooie's
But
great.
however, I have also had at least 10 people as soon as I say that be like, I can guide you through the game. I know the game 100%. I can guide you through the game. So I'm really worried about what my chat would be, especially if I put the Banjo-Kazooie tag on and I just get randos coming in like,
Instant ban.
didn't you know that you couldn't talk to Abby the Spabby and she would give you this?
Don't say spabby.
It's a
Sounds like
word
a
I made up.
slur.
I don't know. It does.
It sounds like the kind of slur that it would only be in the context of like British English.
Yeah.
Lizzo,
it's-
Lizzo
In,
would
like,
use
back
it.
in like the 50s.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say because I was almost like, oh hey, could I be on their stream? I didn't immediately say that.
Yeah, I kind of figure.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it is my favorite game of all time. So.
Yeah.
Although it's really funny, like going back and like Banjo-Kazooie, I'm pretty good with. Like, there's a few like dark spots where I can't quite remember it. Banjo-Tooie though, I remember a lot less of that game than I thought I did when I was when Cass was playing it with me.
I'd be more than
Yeah,
happy to
it's-
have you on, Charles.
Yeah, Froggy Hood.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's
Waggle,
very
waggle.
annoying to have people micromanage everything you do in Banjo-Kazooie. Now, which version of Banjo-Kazooie are you going to play? Are you going to play the N64 version or the Xbox 360 version? Because I have opinions about both of them.
Clearly the Xbox 360 version. The Xbox 360 version is the most powerful console of the generation.
That's what I played it on.
You could also play the Switch version and the N64 version if you have Nintendo Switch Online
yeah.
expansion.
Ah!
Yeah, I mean, I was
Cass
Considering-
immediately enters the slope to death.
Considering
Snow level.
Yeah.
Snow Zone.
It's just
It's
like
Yeah,
Jack
you
Billy
Dexter.
Hatcher.
Oh.
I know you have it on Xbox Cast because you had your Xbox Live profile picture as one of the characters or whatever.
Yeah, Grumblo.
Yeah, and everyone was like, is that Columbo? Everyone was like, is that Columbo? Columbo. Now, just one more thing.
And just one more thing, Gruntilda.
Well, you got
said
those
you
jiggies.
said your sister. She doesn't like you very much.
Mhm.
I got opinions about the plot of Banjo-Kazooie and 2E, but don't.
I
have
know
me
that
on
you're a
stream.
Gruntilda stan.
Yeah.
And the your
the
opinions about
Minjos.
The Minjos, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Just
Bad.
one more thing, Gruntilda. I heard from my sister-in-law
Oh.
that the Minjos, have been in prison. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Here's a fun game for the viewers at home. Count how many unique 3D platformers we've mentioned on the stream. 'Cause
One.
I've been trying to.
And it's Mario Galaxy.
I've been trying to mention as many as possible, and I want to know what my high score is.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll
being
make
most
a
recent.
make a supercut. Like I'm gonna make that Crisis.
You already
supercut.
mentioned Assassin's Creed.
it's funny, Kian, because we've not mentioned any unique 3D platformers because it's the most derivative genre.
Because they're all the fucking same, bro. I'm tired of them.
And-
Anyways, I'm gonna now play Call of Duty World at War.
Wow,
Is Half-Life
classic.
a 3D platformer?
Yes.
Did anyone
Technically.
ever play that American McGee's Alice games? Because those are 3D platformers.
Oh,
I watched people play them actually back when I was in like high school on YouTube.
When
Those were the really edgy
Mona
ones, right?
did.
when Madness Returns came
Those
out,
games were
there was a
edgy.
thing there was a thing where if you bought it on PS3, they would give you a digital copy of Alice, the original one, American McGee's Alice. So I bought that and played like a couple of hours of the original Alice on PS3. I was like, damn, this game is crazy, and then I never went back to it.
Yep.
And never played Madness Returns either.
I watched somebody play like an entire playthrough of it when I first got on YouTube, and I remember edgy 13-year-old Stein was like, "Whoa, this game's crazy!" I remember nothing about that game.
Yeah. Was that Madness Returns, the like sequel or the original game?
I think I saw Madness Returns. I never saw the original game.
Because Madness Returns is like 360 era, whereas the original was like PS2, Xbox original era. Right?
Yeah.
It's really funny because I tried playing it several years ago on Steam, the PC version, but the problem was that was like either during or like fresh off my games design degree, and it's the most like Unreal 3 game.
Oh yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
like I kind of couldn't. It was basically like I was like Neo in the Matrix. I couldn't like unsee the like how it was made, so it kind of ruined it for me. Which is like one of the few times that's ever actually happened.
Why is Will surprised I haven't played the American McGee Alice games? Does that sound like me? Is that like a me game? I don't think so.
Is that a Cass Core game?
That doesn't sound right.
Sorry, Ember Core.
American McGee's Alice, the original, is from a very particular subgenre of the time, which is 3D platformers made in the Quake engine. Which, like, I know it sounds hyper-specific, but you gotta trust me that it exists, and it is very much of that type of game.
Wait.
The fact that his name is American McGee is strange.
Is that made up?
No, his real
No.
name...
Fuck.
His mom was a hippie, was his official reasoning for why he's named that.
American James McGee.
That Will
Yes.
hasn't played them. Right, yes. Okay, I'm a little surprised that Will
Oh.
hasn't played them, but also, like, I've heard they're not great, so...
Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah, they're like some people really like them, but
What am I
they...
meant to do?
I think you're
They're-
aiming for that platform on the right.
I will say,
Oh,
I will
like
say,
a big jumpy.
Yes.
I
big
will say
jumpy.
that
There you go.
Hey.
American McGee's Alice and Madness Returns are definitely the
Dung
best
beetles.
games that American McGee has worked on that aren't Doom or Quake.
Damn.
Interesting. Beetles don't usually roll snow. I think I prefer this, actually.
Yeah.
It's just like an Animal Crossing.
Better than the alternative, I guess. Yeah.
It's literally just like an Animal Crossing where you catch the beetles rolling the snowballs in the winter.
Or it's like in Elden Ring, where they're rolling balls of something, and there's crimson tears inside of them, I guess.
Or in Monster Hunter Rise, where you have the thunder beetles and ice beetles and all
Let-
that that roll
Let
elemental
the beetles
balls.
roll poop.
Ew,
This is
poop
shit.
Cass.
Man, it's snow.
I'm saying that out there's American McGee's Scrapland and American McGee's Bad Day LA, and those games are very bad.
They sound bad.
Is Bad Day LA just an adaptation of Falling Down?
With Michael Douglas. That's what I was
Falling down.
thinking too.
Oh my god,
I
Cass.
mean, kind of.
Oh no.
Falling down with Michael Douglas is like a group meme, Stein.
In a spiritual sort of way. I know what it is, don't worry.
I mean, like we talk about it a lot, like me.
I know, yeah.
And the fact that we call it Falling Down with Michael Douglas to the point where when it was casting here, let's read this first.
Oh, the snow flies, so cute. I feel bad for the flies hiding inside, though. Can't believe the boss makes them stay there. So mean. Another reason to go solo. Signed, an upset and cold fly.
Yeah.
Um,
Reject your overseers.
So for the longest time, Kian and his cast would joke about Falling Down with Michael Douglas to the point where I thought that's what the title of the film was. Like the with Michael Douglas part was part of
In
the
the
title
film,
of the film. Because I don't know, they said it like that every single time.
We were very consistent about saying
You
Falling Down
gaslit
with Michael Douglas.
Charles. You gaslit Charles.
It sounds like a comedy
Pass
tour.
light.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a stand-up special.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I thought it was. That's the thing. I like, you know.
Well, I showed you that
I'm
clip in
the
the
bad
trailer
guy?
where he fired the rocket launcher. And he like
I'm the
flinches.
bad
Such a good movie. I'm the bad guy.
Joel Schumacher's finest.
Like it is a good like. it's one of those things where I was like, is it a bad movie that I think is? No, I think it's a good movie. Fuck you. He kills a Nazi in it.
Yeah.
does.
Can't be that bad.
They've got
Charles
little
is
paintbrushes.
Quieter than everybody else. Charles could be a little louder.
How about now?
No.
Oh god, no ASMR. I just woke up.
I was gonna say, just to go back to American Bees, Alice, quickly. It's very much like a hot topic game. Is probably a way to think about it.
It's edgy as fuck.
It's like Hot Topic, Nightmare Before Christmas core.
That's why 13-year-old Stein really liked it, because I was an edgy poser.
Damn.
I know lots of I've seen the people on Tumblr who like it a lot were basically teenage girls at the time when they played it, so and yeah, so it's it's definitely one of those sorts of games, and I've seen lots of edits of it surprisingly on Tumblr because because I think Alice in Wonderland is kind of fucked up anyway, and so what if we did it's a very much a what if it was even more fucked up kind of thing, which is a little bit. It's one of those things where the subtlety, I guess, has lost a bit of the original story, but whatever.
Is a raven like a writing desk?
Sorry, did Raven Software make it?
What else has it got on this list of Blinks?
I wonder. Oh, okay. Blinks
Time
fucks though.
Sweeper.
It Blinks fucks though. It actually also emulates well now, so I have a friend who streams. So Emmy streamed it.
I want to play it.
The game of Charles's dreams. Blinks the Time
So-
Sweeper.
That's why I wanted an original Xbox.
We should co-op it because in Blinks 2 you can make your own little cat OC, and I can just make Stein.
Nice.
That's cute.
They have
How do you
character
feel about-
customization.
Stein, how do you feel about the shopkeeper lady cat in Blinks the Time Sweeper?
I'm gay.
Uh-huh.
Next
Big
question.
City.
You're dodging the question.
Big sippy, everybody have a drink because you fall to your deaths.
Everyone take a big sippy and don't see what's going on the stream.
Hang on, I'm gonna get.
myself
I'm
a tea, actually.
Oh, okay, hang on. Well, I'm gonna need to wait for Kat to come back because I need to ask all the lesbians what they think about
The
Catherine.
Wait, hold on, I'm here.
Catherine?
Cat.
Wait, her name's Catherine. She's a cat,
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
and she's a lesbian. Wait, well.
Here, I already have it. I'll throw it in context for stream.
Oh.
Look at this lady.
Oh my god. Too femme.
Agreed.
All right,
That's why I was like, I'm gay.
you're dodging the question still.
You can-
At the time, I also didn't think anything of her.
When
Sorry, what did you say, Kat?
Is that not what you wanted to hear?
I
didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it. Everyone was talking over you. Okay, well.
Hey,
right,
level
there you go.
done! Yay!
Yay! Good job. I love that Frog Hood.
It's so good. I when I got my Xbox Series X, the first game Charles installed on it was Blinks the Time Sweeper.
And he
I've
still
Hell
hasn't
yeah.
played it.
Charles played it.
Because the thing is, I think it was a sale, and I bought Blinks and Conquer Live and Reloaded. Because Conquer Live and Reloaded is a version of the game I wanted to play. Because obviously there's a remake of Bad Fur Day on it, but that's obviously not in Rare Replay. It's only the original N64 game, which I'm glad that it's there. I just kind of wish it also had Live and Reloaded in it. But whatever, we live. You can play cameo Elements of Power, I guess.
No thanks. I already played that on the 360. I don't want to be Pummelweed or Major Cold.
The fact that you remembered it's called fucking Pummelweed is
Everybody knows Pummelweed.
it's a good
Everyone loves
name.
Pummelweed.
We're talking about cameo Elements of Power, which according to Wikipedia is a 3D platformer, so there you can put it on the list, Kian.
Right? What if there was a 3D platformer where you use the triggers to do everything?
This game?
I mean, cameo elements of power is what I meant to say.
Oh
but,
yeah, it's true. It's true. I can visualize the button prompts in my head.
Yep, that are on the screen at all times.
It You could. It was like
Cameo.
it was originally in the GameCube game, so
Yeah,
it kind
I
of
was
makes
gonna say-
sense.
I was gonna say, isn't Cameo Elements of Power siblings with 2 Human in that it had a prolonged game development cycle, starting being a N64 game, then a GameCube game, then an original Xbox game, then an Xbox 360 game.
Basically.
If I had a nickel for every time a game started off as being an N64 game, then transitioned to being a GameCube game, then to an original Xbox game, then to an Xbox 360 game, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened twice.
That's
Oh,
the
so that
life
was-
cycle I went through. Yeah,
that
good
was epic.
speedrunner tech there. Yeah.
You were air stalling with the Frogun. Oh well,
Wow.
I take it back.
Couldn't air
Oh,
stall
lovely.
enough from death.
Lovely water in Cameo. Great water for an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah. Hey.
This is the only trick I know.
I
I pulled the lever too soon. I
Jet
don't know
Set
that
Radio
trick.
is on this list of 3D platformers. Is that a
Tech-
Two Human
Technically-
was
technically-
Two Human was a PS1 game originally first. Damn.
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 Kian, what's your take there on Jet Set Radio being a 3D platformer?
No, it's an extreme sports game. It's a different genre.
Mega
Okay.
Man X7.
Is
Don't
Tony
talk to
Hawk
me about Mega Man
hang on.
X7.
Is Tony Hawk a platformer?
No.
No, he's a person. He's a man.
Yeah.
He's not like some sort of frog gun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Would you?
All right.
Would
Honestly, if somebody had an argument that Tony Hawk is a platformer, I'd listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd agree, but I'd listen to it.
You'd listen, you didn't necessarily entertain it.
I don't know, maybe.
Hi Jesse and hi Rubes. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
We haven't talked about any Sonic games. Are they 3D platformers?
Some of them are.
Who's Sonic?
Some of them.
He's a man.
This is the level that's gonna kill me.
No. Tony Hawk is a character action game.
Yes.
Devil
Technically,
May
it's an RPG
Skate.
where you're playing the role of Tony Hawk.
Oh man,
Hello.
imagine
Hello.
a crossover skating game, where you can play as Dante and Bayonetta on skateboards.
Wow.
Crazy.
I'm sad that Tyler the Creator is in the bad Tony Hawk game and not any of the good ones.
Yeah.
Play as a skeleton.
Oh right, that's what I was gonna say. Charles, I'd be happy to have you on for Banjo Kazooie,
Oh, thank
but know that your life is forfeit.
you.
What's that mean?
Nothing.
If Charles says
Fine.
one good thing about Banjo Kazooie, he's out.
I
If you
was
backseat at any point where I don't ask for it, gone.
Oh, and
I
I
was
would
doing-
I would just sit there biting on my thumb, being like,
I was doing
I feel like I'd intentionally fuck things up that I know how to do just to get you to be like,
I was doing an invisible bit of seeing how long I could go without mentioning Sonic.
Ah, like damn it!
oh,
Like that other invisible bit we were doing.
Yeah,
crisis.
about a fake factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's funny that I woke up to this considering I had a dream that Cass was a superhero and her name was Ember because she had fire powers.
Nice. I had a
She
superhero
got her
see for a
dream.
while called
Higher.
Blair.
It's all about
Not
flaming
Ember.
characters with you.
Yeah, clearly.
Crazy.
I also had a dream last night that there was a secret good episode of Voyager, and it wasn't said after the finale that explained why it was so bad.
Oh, Cass, that's like fucking.
That's the Sherlock fandom.
Oh fuck!
You're like
Damn.
you're like you want it so bad
I want
that
it
you
so
you're dreaming.
bad.
You want to know what happened
was
to the Doctor and Neelix and his best friend Chakotay? No, not Chakotay.
Tuvok.
Tuvok.
Was Voyager bad?
Well, the finale has recontextualized
Oh
a lot
my
of things
God.
for me because a lot of Voyager was built on promise. It's just like Game of Thrones, really.
Oh no.
Just like
It
Lost.
sucks. The ending fucking sucks.
It was a bad episode, and like
Holy
everywhere I
shit.
look online, people are like, I got everything I wanted from the Voyager ending. And I'm
What?
like, you clearly didn't want a lot.
You wanted nothing. Fuck you.
This is like
If
when
you just-
people try and tell me that Code Veronica is a good
You
game.
could
Yeah.
watch the pilot for Voyager, and then you could watch the two-parter where 7 of 9 is introduced, and then you could watch the end, and that would be all the character development you need for the series.
Where's Cass? Where's Cass gone?
We don't even have to watch that episode. Who
She
cares?
came back. And
Yeah,
was
she came back and she was evil. They made her like hate her time on Voyager. It was awful.
Maybe you're just asking for too much.
Clearly.
No. I mean, the thing is, I feel like it's just like Deep Space
Yeah,
Nine
you did it.
just kind of ruined good endings for Star Trek.
Yeah,
in the
TNG's
sense that,
also
like,
got a good start.
TNG, yeah,
No, TNG had a good ending, yeah.
Yeah.
very good ending.
I was talking to. I feel like I was sort of trying to like explain this to Cass the other day. Like, sort of my perception of it is that like TNG obviously exists in that time where it's like it's a post-original series thing where they're essentially trying to sort of like do the original series but a like modernized version of it.
But again, yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously like the success of Deep Space Nine comes from it deviating from that.
Mhm.
And by having like these, you know, like you, obviously with the other Star Trek series, you learn to love the characters and you get
Mhm.
invested in them. But like the episodes usually return to a status quo, whereas Deep Space Nine they have this long ongoing plot that's, you know, a lot of it feeds into itself, and so it's a lot more sort of satisfying to watch in that regard. Whereas Voyager kind of has like a problem where it returned to form, but that didn't really work out for it because I feel like with the setup of Voyager, something more like Deep Space Nine would have been better because
I think two or three seasons of serialized content would be really good for Voyager. And the thing about Voyager and Enterprise is it had a lot more studio meddling than DS9 did because DS9 was like the black sheep of the family that was just hanging out.
The gay one.
Yeah, exactly.
they tried to heterize Voyager a lot. It feels like
Oh yeah.
Just like in
Very
Xena,
straight.
Warrior Princess.
But yeah, like Sackloss says Enterprise is another Star Trek series. I'll do you one better. Enterprise is better than Voyager.
Oof. Oh, we'll see about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Might be.
Hey. Don't worry about that checkpoint. I think is that this game is you can hit checkpoints multiple times. So.
Yeah.
Isn't this place overly filled with spikes? Yippee!
I'm glad you can proc the checkpoint at any time.
Yeah.
So like if you go around and grab all the coins and stuff, you could just proc it again.
This is the noise you get for finishing a set in solitaire. Ding.
It's the noise you get for
Going river.
getting a thing and going.
Jesus. Why didn't Janeway and Seven hook up? My reading of the Janeway Seven relationship was always that it was like a mother-daughter thing,
Yeah, no, that's not...
and Janeway and Chakotay should have gotten better together.
Like, Seven shouldn't have been with anyone.
Mm.
It's too soon for...
Or she's gay, like in Picard.
Yeah.
But like good.
guess.
But a
But
good
obviously,
show.
Gay parenthetical good.
The thing about Picard though is that like, you know, that makes some sense if she's realized that she's a lesbian or whatever in that time because it's set a long time after Voyager, so you can kind of understand that. Whereas her basically becoming unborgified and then, you know, learning to
Borgar.
become a person.
Borgar.
Borgar, but yeah. At least Strange New Worlds is good.
Yeah,
I
well,
am
of the
Borgar
5
of
episodes
Borg.
we've been able to watch.
Yeah. So no spoilers for the second half of the series.
Well,
Season?
we're just not going to talk about the first half anyway. You should just go watch it yourself.
Yeah. If you have access to it in any way, you should, and you like Star Trek, or even if you don't, you should watch, Strange New Worlds because it is good.
It's good.
Like legitimately.
Unless you're a Gorn stan.
Good.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
Cass.
I have recently acquired a bunch of Deep Space Nine,
Ooh.
specifically for my older brother because my older brother loves Star Trek. We watched The
Nice.
Next Generation together when I was a kid, so I have a big nostalgia for that.
Aw.
Yeah, I have big nostalgia for TNG because I just sat on the couch with my brother and chilled while we watched it. Didn't know he was usually high as fuck though while we were watching it, but that makes sense.
It's a good show to watch while high.
Yeah, no,
and
I now understand why he was so emotional during it.
And now to bring this conversation full circle, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force is a 3D platformer.
Oh wow, your favorite game?
Yeah, that game's actually really
Yeah.
good, except for the boss fight at
Is
the end.
it?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was really like fun. Like the
I
story
didn't
was
expect
good.
that.
They basically ripped the story off in season 7 of Voyager, which came out after the game.
All right. Yeah.
They
Yeah, now that I have
The
Deep
best
Space
season
Nine,
of
I should start
Voyager is
watching
Elite
it.
Force.
they make fun of Rick Berman in the game, with the most annoying character on the team being Rick Beesman, and he has to learn to not be a dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Fuck Rick
I'll
Berman.
probably
Yeah.
And
I'll
hey,
probably start watching Deep Space Nine soon.
actually bringing it all back together, Star Trek Deep Space Nine: The Fallen is another 3D platformer made in well, it was made in the Unreal Engine, but it feels the same as Alice Madness Returns.
Mm. I should do what my older brother did when I saw him watching Star Trek, which is play Civilization 5, because that's such a game where you can pay attention to whatever else you're doing.
Bye,
Yeah,
Abby and
absolutely.
Will. Have a nice afternoon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait, Civ 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Why? What's wrong?
That doesn't line up with the timeline I had established.
You thought
The
Stein was
timeline?
tiny, like 8 or 9?
No,
Yeah.
I have Civ 5 is one of the games I've played the most of. I used to play that game so much.
Yeah, that's not the part I'm objecting to here.
What's the part
it
you're
was-
objecting to?
It was when these events were happening, because obviously Civ 5
Oh.
is like, you know, a lot more recent than, say, if you'd said Civ 4.
Mhm.
When did Civ 5 come out? Because I played it before all the DLC and everything. And I remember the DLC stuff
2012?
coming out.
2010.
2010.
Guess how old I was in 2010? Fucking 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine.
I'm small. I'm like
Mhm.
turning 23 soon.
Oh no.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
when I realized I was
Crazy.
trans. You know, just
Uh-oh.
just a comment.
Uh-oh. I did when I visited my friend's house, and like that's a house of like 4 trans women. Every time they would just call me an egg, and I'm like, no.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Let the egg crack on their own.
no.
Not that you are an egg.
Yeah, no, I'm
Hey.
not saying you are, Stein.
Let's make an omelet.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, let's make scrambled eggs.
This is how you make fried eggs.
Let me go there.
What's going on? Wait. I just
Cass
realized
is-
how
Cass
fucked
is-
those graphics are there. Look, the spikes.
Cass, I don't know if you're supposed to go that way. I think it wanted you to go the
Fine.
other way around.
What?
It's
What are you
fine,
talking
too.
about? What? This is definitely the way.
Pac-Man World. That's a 3D. Well, or was that a 2.5D platformer, the original?
No, the original is a 3D platformer.
Fun fact,
just
I
like-
never
it's just
played Go ahead.
It's just a.
It's just like a more linear 3D platformer where the other two kind of get more open.
I know people really like Pac World actually though.
Pac-Man World is good. Pac-Man World 2 is better. Pac-Man World 3 is a nightmare.
There's a third one? There's a
Yeah.
third one?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh no. Oh my god,
Hey.
speedrun. Almost speedrun.
Because you do get a little bit of
Okay, I'm good.
grace when it comes to like grappling to edges of platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that they played Ratchet and Clank in between Pac-Man World 2 and Pac-Man World 3 because they realized they had to write dialogue and write jokes. In
Oh
quotation marks.
no.
And there are segments where you pilot a mech.
I'm interested now. I'm interested.
They're not good.
Like
but
when you
they're
pilot the
there.
ship in Ratchet and Clank. My least favorite parts.
Yeah, watching Dick play Ratchet and Clank, there were some parts.
Mm-hmm. Which ones did he
Typically,
play?
He played like all of them on stream.
Did he? When you say all of them, like all of them, including like the PS3 and beyond ones?
Not sure. I know he played like 3 of them though.
Yeah, well, because there's the first 3 on PS2.
Yeah.
And then there's
also
also the 4th one on PS2, which is kind of separate. And then there's the port of the PSP game.
Jesus. I know
is
he
bad.
played I know he played Jack and Daxter like 1 and 2. And I distinctly remember being very sad after it got to Jack 2, and I was like, this isn't as vibes, like, this isn't as good vibes as the first one. The first one seems so chill and nice.
Frogun.
Frogun.
Was it Frogun or Frogun?
Cass has got to go pee, but she didn't want to interrupt us. So,
Oh,
so we can keep this conversation going.
Yeah,
Dr.
clearly.
Muto.
Froggun.
Does anyone remember Dr. Muto?
no.
No.
Does anyone even know what Dr.
No.
Muto is?
I'm looking at it on Wikipedia now.
He's
So-
a fucked up professor man, and he's got like potions and guns.
Do you think his design is trying to look like Neo Cortex?
I don't know.
No, not at all.
But
Well-
so what? How does it play? You can morph into different people, into creatures.
I don't know.
by
I've never seen any gameplay of it. I just remembered seeing it in magazines.
Is it kind of like in that same sort of category as like Voodoo Vince?
Oh,
where
and, yeah, and Tack and the Power of Juju.
Yeah, like it's like the sort of like weird sort of C-list platformer.
Yeah, the
Attacking
Legend of K.
Cow the Kangaroo.
KO. It's KO because it's like
Yeah,
knockout.
Oh, all right, yeah. It's KO the Kangaroo is kind of funny to me because it exists in the same, like, you know, it's KO the Kangaroo and then there's Ty the Tasmanian Tiger,
Yeah.
which is
Ripper.
separate.
Ripper, mate. I'm Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which I think Cass has like a weird story about that she may have told
Yeah.
on stream.
We talked
Uh-oh.
about that before.
Yeah.
Imagine if there was It's Mr. Pants 3D platformer. Imagine if he was.
Not again. No.
It
It's
was-
Mr. Pants 3D.
And a bit.
No,
And a bit.
not again.
Okay.
Cut the bit off.
The Blob. Did you mention the Blob, Charles?
Oh, the blob is fun.
No,
I like
love
the blob.
Do you like
I
the
never-
The
Blob?
blob was great.
never played it. It was always one of those
Ah.
games that, like, as a Wii owner, I was like, I should get the Blob, and then
So-
I
You're
never
gonna
got
say
it.
as a wee child.
As a Wii Bab, as a
As a
Wii.
wee
Blob.
summer child. Fun fact about the blob, that was coming out when I still got like Nintendo Power. So I
Oh.
remember seeing it advertised in Nintendo Power, and that's why I got it.
It's on
Did you
Steam
know-
if you want to play
Did
it.
you, did you know the do you know the thing what they did with the Blob 2, which is very weird, which is they made the Blob on the box art be a different color depending on what platform it was on.
Oh, weird.
That's kind of cool though.
He was green on the Xbox, he was blue on the Wii, he was red on the PlayStation.
That's cool
Ah.
though. That's very thematic with the game and its weird dystopian narrative.
Although looking at it, the like recent ports, the
All
red,
these red.
they're all red. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
they
that's a
lost-
shame.
They
they're
lost
trying
the
to say something.
individuality. The Blob had to conform.
Just like the narrative of the video game.
Well, now that Cass is out of the bathroom, I also need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a bit.
What do you
Enjoy.
know? Do you remember
Have
the
fun.
Blob, Cass?
Yes, I had the blob on Wii.
The Blob on the Wii.
The blob on
Same.
the Wii.
That's where I played it.
I mean, the original game was like a Wii game for a very long, Wii exclusive for a very long time.
Mhm.
It only got ported to other platforms in 2017.
I
Damn.
remember talking to a friend about it, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I played the Blob," and they played like a Flash game called the Blob,
Oh no.
and I was like, "This doesn't sound like the game I played at all. I don't think you played it." Nah, mate, I played it.
Nah, mate.
Wait,
Nah.
oh, it's
Oh.
Snack Gun or whatever. Hey, Frog Girl,
Knack?
you're not gonna get my treasure this time.
You talking about Knack? A Knack
Knack
2.
That's a cold welcome.
Best game on the Xbox.
You know what? It is cold here.
What?
Snatch doesn't even like all this cold. But you can probably understand us, right? We're not so different after all. Cold-blooded treasure hunters. He does seem to have the brain of a lizard.
Wow, Frogun sack.
Well, I know how to get warm. Running to the treasure. Oh, come on. It's too cold for this. Hey, I'm dead!
Did you say Knack was an Xbox game?
It's a very good
Anyways.
bit.
I'm putting a lot of effort into something to put on the lab.
Yeah. Jumping Flash. I bought an indie game that's like a modern Jumping Flash like, and I haven't played it yet, but I'm very excited to try it out.
I don't
Do
even
you know what
that is.
jumping? Do you know what Jumping Flash is? Jumping Flash is.
Oh, that's the wrong
wild.
way.
Jumping Flash is a first-person 3D platformer that was released before Mario 64.
Yo.
Wow. Wait, really?
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of a first-person shooter, but it's mainly a platformer, and it controls shockingly well for a 3D platformer before Mario 64.
So it's
It's
Mirror's Edge.
It's first person, it has tank controls, I swear. I know it sounds really bad based on how I'm describing it, but trust me when I say it plays really good.
Wait, it's first person and has tank controls?
Yes.
Oh.
It was before dual analog, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Am I way behind or way ahead?
I think you're way out in front.
Nice.
People
Oh, you're way
recently
out in front.
people
You've
recently had to
got
call me
boost power.
whoa. People recently had to call me a big old baby because I played Ace Combat 2 and 3, which were before like DualShock controllers. So I was like, what do you mean I can't use the sticks? And everyone was like, have you never played a game with like the PlayStation controller where you can't use the sticks? And I was like, no. That and the Bloodborne PSX.
Yeah,
Zach
the
Glosser,
jumping-
is that the Ghost in the Shell game which you could jump off walls and shit in?
Yeah, you play as the spider tank, the Pachikoma, and you're like a little spider tank crawling
Oh,
around
yeah.
the walls.
I love Ghost in the Shell. I'm trying to convince Nick
Unless
to
you
watch
were
all of
thinking
Ghost in the
not
Shell
that video
standalone.
game, Cass.
No, I wasn't.
Cass, were you thinking of Oni by Bungie?
Maybe.
Were you? Oni is very Ghost in the Shell-esque.
Like,
We did it, everybody. We referenced
Only-
every Ghost in the Shell game.
Oni,
I love Ghost in the
like,
Shell.
Oni by Bungie is so dangerously close to Ghost in the Shell. I'm shocked they didn't get sued.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to convince Dick to watch all of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, specifically because we started talking about it because of Ace Combat 3, because the same company that animated standalone complex also did all the anime cutscenes in the Japanese version of Ace Combat 3. And like the entire plot.
Taking notes so I can brag later. Wow, this is so cold. My feet hurt, and Snatch doesn't like it either. But there's so much treasure. If I take it all back home, I'll be all set. That'll teach everyone in town that I'm more than a dirty street urchin. Jake. Aw, character
Oh,
death.
that's sad.
Damn.
I could very clearly see this game having like a sequel where you play with Jake,
I don't want
or at least like a DLC. What?
boys. Ick. I hate
Yeah.
Yeah.
But icky in the good way this time? That's the response I wanted.
Yeah.
Don't go around pressing buttons randomly if you haven't looked around yet. Oops. Been
No,
fucking called
Sakagosa,
out.
you're so right. Oni is the freedom planet of Ghost in the Shell.
This statement harms me.
Is Freedom Planet that first-person game where you run around with a gun?
No, it's the Sonic clone.
That's Lovely
the-
Planet I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of
Yes. Good game though.
Yeah, both good games.
Freedom Planet is the one that started out as like a Sonic fan game and then eventually just became a full-on game where people kind of made their Sonic OCs a real thing.
Yeah. And the creator is
plays very much
trans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the game plays very much like a classic Sonic game, and I hear very mixed things about the game.
What? It's great.
Please, please,
I either hear
please,
furries who
please,
super
please,
love it,
please,
or
please,
I either hear
please,
like furries who super love it, or anybody else that doesn't.
Please, please, please,
It's
don't
like
think you
Gunstar
got to.
Heroes and Sonic. It's great.
please, 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 please,
Cass,
please,
just give up.
please, please,
No.
please, please,
Let her
please,
live.
please,
Let her
please,
live her life.
Please, please,
Let her live her
please,
roles.
Please, 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 please,
Your
please,
role.
Please, 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 please.
Woman begs for her life before. Ow!
Also, if you're a real jumping flash head like myself, you should look up Geograph Seal, which is a game they made before Jumping Flash on the Sharp X6800. which is essentially Jumping Flash before Jumping Flash. And it came out in 1994, so it's fucking insane that they made a 3D platformer that good in 1994.
For all you Jumping Flash heads out there.
A sentence no one has ever said before.
Yeah.
Dozens of us.
I think there were like 3 or 4.
No.
Whoa.
Jumping Flash is a beloved PlayStation launch title.
How many remain? They were all silenced
Oh.
during the Great War.
You play as a robot rabbit named Robert.
All right, I'm in. Show me the game. Hand it over.
What about Fall Guys? Is that a
Like-
3D platform?
Yeah, you collect robot
Yes.
carrot. You get metal carrot rockets.
Metal carrot. Rockets.
The weapon that surpassed Metal Gear. Metal Carrot?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear? Lenore! Betrayal!
Owned.
There was a Ghost in the Shell standalone complex game, though. That was like multiplayer, but it got shut down.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Capio one on PS2.
Oh, no,
Capio
wait.
developers
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
Drakengard.
Yeah.
That's not a 3D platformer though, so it's illegal to talk about it in this.
Yes. That's why I was trying not to bring it
Yeah,
up.
back to talking about Star Trek.
Star Trek's a 3D platformer if you think about it.
Yeah, space is 3D and they platform ethical decisions.
They platform morality.
Speedrun. Settling
I
a
really
trade
liked
dispute.
I really liked my sci-fi science fiction writing class in college because we had to watch things as like required viewing and read some novels.
Mhm.
And we had a few Star Trek episodes as required viewing from both classic series and TNG, and I think one from Voyager. And then we also had to watch all of the Ghost in the Shell like movie.
Oh god, that's loud.
Oh yeah, that's really loud. Oh, I like them.
Halt, you human vermin. Another big bug. I take from your comment that these two brutes have failed in capturing you. How quaint. It is clear that they were unfit for the work. They cannot capture a tiny, stupid, weak, ugly kid like you. Your luck is over. Wow.
Are they
Good.
supposed to be like a moth?
I don't know, I don't like it
No.
though.
Maybe
They
a
look
pill
more
bug?
like an owl at first. Maybe a pill bug, yeah. What do you mean, Cass? They barely look bug-like at all.
Does it have to be
They're
bug?
mean to me.
They're
Frogs eat bug.
Oh my god, they're trying to impale you. Whoa! Oh no, they're dizzy.
You need to,
You need to grapple on them for sure. There you go.
Once. Don't jump on them.
This isn't Mario.
I mean, you can jump on some guys. It's a little inconsistent, but
It would be nice if they had an indicator that you couldn't jump on them like a head of spikes or something.
Hmm.
Or
An
you could give
icy
this character like a
crown.
crown. Yeah! Same brain.
like Downwell. That's not a 3D platformer. That's a 2D.
Downwell's an underrated game though.
Love Downwell.
Is it?
I played that like the year it came out when like nobody knew about it.
I feel like Downwell's.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
well
well, it's done
rated,
well.
but it isn't well known.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
The guy who made it got hired by Nintendo because of how good
Yeah.
it was. And then he
Wow.
quit Nintendo.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, he had a lot of gripes with Nintendo.
Is that the case? I thought he just, he worked on Ring Fit Adventure and a bunch of stuff, and he was like, I wanted to do more of my own stuff.
I could have sworn he had something where he actually had like gripes where they wouldn't let him work on his own stuff, and that's why he left. I forget though. Don't let me slander.
Can you cross
Who
out
is-
who's the lookery chair in the bottom left corner? Stein?
The kitty?
That's me. You, Fano Chris, you know me. You're a regular.
Do you mean Dr. Cornpea in the bottom right?
That's just Dr. Cornpea.
That's Cornpea, a little
Cass's
corn dog
creator.
PP.
He's a corn dog, he's a PP, he's a
Yeah.
doctor, triple threat.
Yeah. So, check itemlabel.com for more PPs.
I threw one on my throne.
Yeah. This one kind of like
Are we gonna call
QP.
it?
You meant right corner. Okay.
Calling,
It's like a
coming
quirky.
in and calling Stein Luxury Torah is pretty funny though.
I have an image.
Oh shit!
Oh no, bullet hell. I have an image on my computer that somebody drew of me called Lakritura, because it should be called that. Hold up, I'll throw it in context for stream.
Can we get a Stein PP?
I'd be more than down for. I actually already have that,
Ah.
not physically, but
Ah.
I actually commissioned that from somebody.
Ah.
Technically, although it was like a donation thing.
Am I doing
Where
damage
is
to them?
Yeah.
Yes? Question mark. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going into
These are
different
new- these are
phases.
new moves.
Yeah.
She's getting. Oh no.
Well,
I'm getting owned.
You're getting.
there you go. There's Lakritura Stein. And then where's the PP?
Has somebody drawn you but Neko Arc Stein?
Oh,
unfortunately.
it's Stein PP! That's great.
Yeah, I put that in the lab once. I think
Yeah, I don't remember it.
I have it named Steepy. Yeah. Yeah, because I had a friend who they were trying to go visit their girlfriend in a fundraiser, and they were like, "If you donate, I'll draw you as a PP." So
Steepy sounds like a stinky peepee.
Yeah.
that would be my PP Sona. Eh,
Oh,
Bullying.
peepee boy.
No!
no, I'm not little PP boy.
You pissed, didn't you?
No!
Piss boy.
Stop!
It was an ice pack.
Hello.
Welcome back. I hope you had fun.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
We're talking about PP. Yeah, we were talking about PP.
Oh, I know.
When are we getting a FrogCass PP? Frogca PP? I actually make
Look,
fun
look,
of
you're
them.
up there. Hit us up.
Oh man, imagine getting sponsored by item label.
That's what I,
That would
that's what I want.
honestly,
Get a subscription to Wee Wee Blind Bags.
I would love to have an official Stein PP, or just a Stein plushie in general. I really like plushies.
Well, I mean, I know there are people you can commission plushies from on like Etsy and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
definitely a possibility, but I imagine it's probably quite expensive because that's a lot of hard work that deserves to be paid well for.
Yeah, I also want to have like a one that we could just actually like people could buy essentially.
Oh yeah.
Making a bunch would be hard though. It'd probably be like a limited run. For now though, I do want to put out stickers soon.
Mm,
Me and Bree and a few other artists.
sick.
This boss fight's weird because like they sound like a string instrument.
Yeah.
They
Also,
sound
those
like a guitar.
the trees in the skybox are weird.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
I guess it's just because they're like 2D and there's 3D.
Oh, the
platformer.
skybox has been 2D.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like floating in a blue void, but I just didn't see the
Nah.
sky above them. So that
They
makes
look
more
like
sense.
they look like trees in like Sierra Point and Click in the distance.
I was gonna say we're playing Ski Free.
Whichever
The
one
ultimate
wants it.
survival horror game.
Did you know you can press S and ski free to go faster?
Yeah, 'cause
Really?
it's like down.
Yeah. WASD.
Is this a thing that a lot of people don't know, and they're like, they eventually get caught by the monster?
Oh, what the fuck?
What a perfectly spaced.
No, it's okay. You did it.
Yeah!
You did it. You killed them.
Good.
Destroyed.
This boss made me think of what's her name? The Yeti woman from Twilight Princess.
I don't remember that.
I remember them. Yeah.
From the snow dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being
it
a
was
snow dungeon.
It was a giant frozen castle. I actually really like that place.
Yeah, it's probably one of like my favorite Zelda dungeons because of the
It's
fact
a
that
good
quite
set piece.
because it's quite unique because it's
Yeah.
it's not a traditional Zelda dungeon.
That's what people hate about it, though.
Yeah,
too.
well. Yeah, the soup couple, Yeto and Yetta.
Melon.
Oh, wait, is that Owlboy's hat?
Is that Owl Boy?
Melon hat? Why
Got
is
a
it
lot
called
of people-
Melon hat?
I've had a few
Yeah.
people want me to play Owlboy.
Is Owlboy good?
It looks good.
It looks good. It looks like a very me brand game.
Does it play good though?
It looks good.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I've never heard anybody talk about actually playing Owlboy.
That's the
Hey,
problem.
Debbie.
Sadly, And I feel
Ooh.
bad because they worked really, really hard on Owlboy.
Mm.
Yeah, like, and it shows because the pixel art's really good.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I should try streaming it one day. It looks like a very me game.
It's
Got,
like it's
got
like
a boy in it.
And
It's
they're
like Hook
a
is
furry.
it's like Hook is that you play as Owlboy who's like a pacifist and can't fight, but you can pick up people who have guns
Oh.
and fly them around while they shoot.
So it's
at
not
enemies.
you.
This
So-
feels like a loophole.
Wait, that's the thing that Frogun just said there was really funny. Slow and steady wins the not splatting race. Because they're saying you can, you want to get to the bottom quickly, but you don't
Look at
want to
those
jump off the
cool
edge.
hedgehogs. They got sunglasses on.
Ow!
Oh man, I'm thinking about cool hedgehogs now in 3D platformers.
The splatting race, Charles, sounds like they wanted to say a slur. No, a swear.
Yeah.
And like they said splatting instead of
Yeah.
like fucking or whatever.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Wow!
Y'all see that shit?
Yeah, you
Jump canceling.
Yeah, you use the momentum cancelling of shooting the frog gun to hang in the air for a second.
That's great. That's mechanics, baby.
It's like you're doing it, Cass. You're getting a feel for the game.
I'm platforming!
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm on a
She's
platform
learning.
right now!
She's beginning to believe. That was very like Yoshi Bongos sound.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.
Ups.
How many
I speedran.
trans girls do you know called Lily?
Actually, like 3.
One.
It's just yeah, the fact that your mum's called Lily is just funny to me. I just associate that name with trans girls because of how many.
Doxed. Oh
Excuse me.
no. Bless you.
It's one of those names. I absolutely understand why. Like, it's very different when you choose your own name, because it's like it's a sort of you will often have like essentially like a different perspective on it than your parents would have done. Because
Mhm.
like a name given to you by a parent is obviously one that like they've spent a while thinking about, but they like is very much indicative of their culture essentially. Whereas when you pick your own name, you're picking one from your culture, and that's why it's very interesting to look at like the trends in names, like baby name trends. Are always something I've been kind of like interested in because it's such a strange thing to see how like they're cyclical. So like names that you would never have heard of someone being named for like 90 years are now coming back in style because they're no longer considered old lady names or whatever.
Gertrude.
Choose your own name.
Barbara.
Mabel.
Mabel's cute.
Mabel is cute. Agatha.
Grunthilda.
But also you do end up with new names.
Yeah?
Why you say it like that?
Some of them are questionable, and because people like they'll either like invent like a weird pronunciation or spelling of an existing name, which can be fine, but it depends. Like how many different ways can you spell Caitlin?
Too many.
There's always that famous example where they put VIII in the middle of it.
Is Cassandra an old lady name?
No.
No.
Even if we said no, you wouldn't believe us.
It's true.
Level.
Wow, does that level feel quick?
No, I
That's
just
something?
skipped all the collectibles.
That's
Okay.
speedrunning.
Like, look, no obsidian skull, no emeralds. Like, I only got 2/3. I got exactly 2/3 of the coins.
You didn't get the part-time.
Hope
No,
somebody
because I
appreciated it.
died 11 times.
Oh.
It keeps going again.
I hope
Well, who's
somebody
that friend?
appreciated the joke I made there
Yeah, that
about
was good.
the name Cassandra.
Oh shit! Now I get it.
There we go.
Have you ever made a prediction that nobody believes you, but then came true, Cass?
Every day.
Damn
And
you,
also, don't
Apollo.
you dare shoot me at those lava slugs. A burnt tongue hurts real bad, you know.
Oh no, Frogun!
Don't worry,
Oh.
frog gun, I won't.
So I assume that means you can't grab them,
Mhm.
unlike other enemies.
No, you can. It's just a personal request.
Hot tongue.
Hot
That's
tongue.
awful when you burn your tongue.
Yeah.
You can't taste things
What if-
properly.
Oh,
What
Stan
if
wants
you-
to add something to the lab.
There you go.
What if you named yourself Lily, but it was short for Lily Pad?
Rip it.
This is purely because we found out we both played Hawken, and I spiritually connected with you.
My mind to yours.
Basically,
Let's throw this
look,
down
we
here.
played Halo ODST together. You played Hawken. We're practically like spiritual, like what's it called?
Siblings?
Spirits?
Kindred spirits. You and I, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this cube and pickle smaller.
You should, yeah. The cubicle.
I'm impressed by your by your tenacity to keep it this large for this long. What you doing, mate? You're shrinking me.
No,
You're making me smaller.
a small bean.
A
There
little
we go.
small little pickle. A little pickle where I am. You'll fucking regret this, mate.
I wish that the
fucking
more
get
you
here.
kept doing the voice, the smaller it got.
Pickle. The pickle will get his revenge. Pickle.
Delete.
Remove layer. Oh no.
Sometimes I feel like I can still hear his voice.
No, I can't.
Did you say Tim Minchin?
No. I really hope that baseball game's canceled today.
Oh. You don't want to go?
No.
Aw.
Well, also because I wanted to have plans with Dick to do his little reading Ken Bender's Knuckles stream. And that's actually very fun, despite how horrible those comics are. And then my dad was just like, we're going to go to a baseball game on Saturday.
Oh dear.
Let me stay home from the ball game.
Pretty much. I mean, it did absolutely downpour yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Where's the
We
dancing
had-
lizard from?
Hmm?
Dancing lizards.
In the
Just
lab?
Apples is asking from the lab, yeah.
Oh. I feel like Lulza or Lulu added that.
Hang on, let me.
It
let me
feels very
see some-
Malta core.
It looks like an ad.
Yeah, that's from the Dirty Harry by Gorillaz.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that, yeah.
Ah, Dirty Harry, the inventor of the revolver.
Yep.
Yes, the person that made it. Strongest gun in the world.
Tastes real good.
I read a fact one time that I never actually fact checked, so I don't know if it's real, but it sounded real enough that I didn't look into it. Which was that after Dirty Harry became a very popular movie, something like 90% of revolvers in America were purchased, shot in the air once, and then immediately returned.
I can believe that gun sales of a revolver, of revolvers, went up.
Oh yeah, like I mean, it's the strongest gun in the world.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to have that?
Why am I? There we go.
I keep telling myself I need to do it.
Oh,
There's like an archery range near me where you could actually essentially pay $20 and then you have like the rest of the day they'll give you bow and arrows. You can just shoot targets.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
should go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love archery. I did it back in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I did it back at boarding school. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh no deaths. Nice.
Wow. Your speedrunning
that's-
pays off.
More than enough to fuck up your shoulder.
Specifically.
No, like you fuck up your shoulder because the recoil fucks
Oh,
you
no.
up when you try
Trust
to be
me.
cool.
When I did, we had at least 3, technically 4, marksmanship merit badges in Boy Scouts. There was pistol, which was the latest one added. Pistol, shotgun, rifle, and then bow, archery.
Boy Scouts was
I-
a lot more intense than ours.
It's an American one, yeah.
We played the game where you lift up a big tarpaulin over people as they ran under it.
Oh, that's cute. We had events where they would give us black powder rifles that we would shoot, and we have to figure out we have to learn how to load black powder rifles.
Mhm.
I think America has a gun culture problem.
I mean, to be fair,
No,
kids
I
are
just
shooting at
think-
boarding schools. So.
Yeah.
No, I just think the Boy Scouts were based on something not great. Anyways.
Yeah, it's like
They're
what if
technically
you...
a military program. Technically, like if
Yeah.
you get Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts, you actually, if you join the military, you will be one rank up or whatever from like what you would normally start as in the military.
Speedrun.
Oh, it's the fucking things from Mario 3D World.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, or
thinking.
Mario
This
Galaxy.
sucks.
The little electric-y boys from Mario Galaxy that goes.
Oh yeah, they even like when the one ring hits the other, it activates the next one, which is exactly what happens
Yes.
in Mario. Huh.
Yes. Wow. Anyway.
I do like the
Bless
aesthetic
you.
change of this level.
Yeah. I remember doing Shotgun Merit Badge, and I remember like I missed a day because I there was something that came up, so I had to make up a bunch of like shooting sessions. And I did like a bunch of shooting sessions in a row, and my shoulder really hurt afterwards.
I can imagine if you're doing
Guns have a lot of
shotgun.
kick. It was a 12-gauge shotgun, so yeah.
Yeah. We did.
But I was really good at clay shooting. I was practicing for the Catboy Wars.
We usually did like air rifle shooting, like 2-2s in school as my like sport.
Yeah.
And then in the summer we do full bore shooting, which was like proper like shit, and you shoot
Yeah.
at like 600 yards or something. And I, being a very small, tiny person, would leave the day with just like everything aching because of like the kick of the
Yeah.
rifle.
Yeah,
Your
that's how I
poor
felt after shooting the
bones.
black powder rifles.
Yeah.
Cass's poor fragile bones.
Yeah. Please donate to my Ko-fi for tits. My back
Yeah.
can handle it.
Then you'll be able to absorb the impact more.
Please give to my Ko-fi
Whoa!
so I can buy new buttons. Watch the slides.
Slide!
Cha cha real
How do you-
smooth.
How do you do marksmanship with a shotgun?
Hey, no
Uh,
deaths! Wow.
Thanks, Charles.
The way marksmanship with a shotgun works is they fire clays like the frisbees miles away, and you have to hit them midair. And it's
Yeah.
actually relatively challenging, but you can get into a groove with it.
Yeah. One time, when me and my family were at Center Parks, we did that, but it was laser clay shooting. So the gun would fire like a laser, and it would reflect off the clay that was fired into the air, and it would like give you
Cowards.
points then. Well, I mean, like, it meant kids could do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
What do you mean? You don't just give like your kids shotguns and tell them to shoot down range?
Oh, America. Like the idea of shooting a gun even in a controlled environment scares me. So
Oh yeah, no, I'd like to point out there's like 5 gun ranges around where I live because we just have open fields everywhere, and like the legal thing with gun ranges, if they're outdoors, which usually they are, is just like yeah, if there's just nothing for miles around, yeah, you could just put some dirt piles, I guess, and shoot into them.
What's the liquid here?
I think it's like tar. Like,
yeah,
like
she's
this
just
is
keeping
LA.
vibes in it. It's
I know
fine.
Oh, bad day, LA. Come all coming
Wow.
full circle.
I
I've been to
imagine
LA.
I imagine the Whoa! TechGeek TT, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to a stream where we're talking about all sorts of 3D platformers under the sun. Very nice to have you here. How did you find me? Question. Did I
survey.
post it? Ooh. Did I post in a Discord you're in? Are you looking for other VTubers?
Other
Queer
frog
people?
viewers.
Frog
You're-
tubers?
are you a 3D platformer fan?
You
So
frog
therefore-
gunning?
I mean, oh, you were also just streaming Frog Guns. That's
Oh,
probably why.
there we go. Hey, welcome. What did you think? How far did you get? You enjoying it? Are you going for like 100%? Are you just playing it like me?
Are you a stan of 40 winks?
Yo, TechGeek, thank you so much for the follow. Very kind of you, bud.
Did you know you can shoot me again after ziplining and crashing onto something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you huge thank you for the follow, actually, because I've been in a real rut with my follows the last 2 weeks. Like,
Cass has been going through
It's-
like withdrawal.
I've got like 3 followers, but I've also lost 3, so...
He wants to
been-
play Dark Souls. Let her play Dark Souls. 3.
Probably.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. Dark Souls 3 is really good. I recently replayed it and had very much fun with it. Cass is I have a feeling that the things lost are because Twitch is doing a massive like bot ban now, once again. So you probably had some followers that were not real or got taken over.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. We all unfollow and refollow would help the dopamine flow. No, Psychic Blossom, no,
It would
please.
do the opposite. It would hurt her
If you-
very badly.
It would actually hurt her analytics if you unfollowed and refollowed, yeah.
I mean, it also hurts her morally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emotionally.
What's this icky pink thing?
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
we did talk about 40 winks earlier.
Yeah.
We did.
Leo.
Oh lord. We oh no. I just had a quick look at your profile, TechGek. And I appreciate the aesthetics of your stream. Like you very I like the Crash Bandicoot theming.
Oh hell yeah, that's
yeah.
rad.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yo, shout out. We didn't do a shout out earlier. Go shout out
Yeah,
TechGek.
yeah.
They followed now, so you can go follow them.
Well.
Follow for follow. That's still cool, right? That's still
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
people want.
with the
Yeah,
kids.
totally.
Oh, you're playing
Yeah,
on the
I love it.
PS5. Sick.
I'm almost at 400 followers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so close.
40 winks, Stan.
Move over, Mario.
Move over, Mario.
Lazy Archer 277 is here.
Are you sad that the Dreamcast version never came out?
Like
It's fine, we've got new people. We can cover the same talking points over and over.
No.
It's
Oh my
great.
god, you actually fell
Have
through
you
the
heard
group.
about Jumping Flash?
Oh no.
let's not overwhelm these people coming with the
Please,
There's
please,
like
it's
five
so nice
people
to see you.
talking.
It's so nice to see you.
Have you heard about Jumping Flash?
We're
Which version of
desperate.
Banjo-Kazooie do you think is best?
Oh, all your stream stuff is handmade? That's really cool, TechGek. I
That's
saw
really
you were
cool, yeah.
streaming art recently, so or I looked at your
Hell
recently
yeah.
streamed stuff and art was in there, so that's
Love
sick.
artists.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream.
I think I came up with an idea honestly for my stream anniversary of I want to go back through all of the fan art that I have saved
Oh, hell yeah.
and like reminisce about the past 2 years.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I'll probably cry.
Yo, Lazy Archer, thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you, pal. Welcome to the stream. Is that...
Funstein fact: I have not played Mario Sunshine. However, there is a hack of Mario Sunshine, or at least like Mario Galaxy, that makes it look like Mario Sunshine, like remaking Mario Sunshine in the Galaxy engine, that I might try
Oh.
Is that
because
any
it looks
good?
very interesting. I looked at the demo and it actually looks pretty cool. They're calling it Mario Starshine.
That's
Oh, right. That makes sense. I also saw there was someone I follow on Twitter who's going to stream a Super Mario Sunshine ROM hack. I can't remember what it was called. It was like, let me see if I can find it because I didn't see any gameplay of it, but it was like it was highly rated. I think so. That's either means it's like fucking a Kaizo Mario level hack or it's
Mhm.
very good.
Isn't that the best thing about like highly rated mods is that they're either there to knock your dick off with the difficulty or that they're actually genuinely charming?
New bottom surgery just dropped.
That's just a term that I've learned for difficulty and I love it. It will never leave my brain.
What are these tar globules you're grabbing onto?
It's a good question.
Globules?
They're like booblies.
Move,
And yeah,
please.
Cass doesn't need to have
Bubbles.
2 models.
We can't talk about Gubble. Gubble's not a 3D platformer. Sorry.
No, we could talk about Gubble. Gubble's sick though.
No, sorry, it's not not 3D platformer.
I have
Relevant
a-
to the stream.
Dick played
No
it on
Gubble.
stream. Okay,
No
okay.
Gubble.
Okay, I'm sorry.
two models 9 plus a bunch of PNG tubers.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being able to afford things.
Mario.
Yeah, this is it.
Mario.
This
Mario?
I love the fact that you when you choose to use this model for certain games because like this is a perfect example of a game that to use the low poly model for.
If only we played MGS1 original.
Damn.
I
man.
listen. I love Gubble. We can't talk about it. It's not.
I'm sorry.
What's going
sorry,
on?
man.
What is a gubble?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Gubble is a maze game for the PlayStation 1, similar to Pac-Man, but most similar to Crystal Castles, the classic classic arcade game with a trackpad.
That everyone loves.
Everybody adores Gubble. Gubble's like a little purple guy who rides around in a screwdriver and you unscrew screws on all the Zymebots in the world.
Yeah.
That's
It has a
old
good
made-up
soundtrack.
words.
It has a good ass soundtrack. I remember Dick played it on stream, hated it, and I put a song from its soundtrack on my starting soon music just to tease him.
Gubble's a little purple guy. He goes, "Ow!"
He looks like a
Oh,
cousin
no!
of what's his name? Orin Qbert. He looks like a cousin of Qbert.
Ah, from Futurama?
Bye.
Perfect timing.
Goodbye, cat.
We lost...
Goodbye, Kath.
What
Forever.
happened?
No idea.
Hang on. I need to post some Gubbles so you can see Gubble.
Gubble has a really good soundtrack, actually, though.
Here's... Oh
Oh.
no! Kath's feeling bad. Everybody give Kath your best wishes. Give her your energy. Give her your spirit bomb.
Hope you feel better soon, Kath. Spirit
I'm
bomb.
posting
There's
images.
Gubble.
I'm posting images of Gubble. And I'm gonna
Am I
Gubble
post...
gonna
posting.
get banned for this?
No, that's fine.
Gobble
Gubble
Puss?
posting.
You can look at Gubble on stream. More importantly, here's the box art for Gubble 2, which is the one that lives in my brain.
Oh.
Yup.
Look at him. Look at him gobbling towards
Non-violent
you.
gameplay.
Look at him gobbling towards you menacingly.
I'm more concerned about the little iBots.
It's got a bonus level Zimbot editor.
Does it have a bonus bean room?
There's a Gubble racing game called Gubble Buggy Racer.
Gubble buggy. You did
I'm
it.
telling you,
You did it.
everybody
Yeah,
loves
yeah,
everybody loves Gubble.
I'd never heard of Gobble before this game.
Proud of you, Cass. How do you get out of this?
What is this?
How?
What's this puzzle?
I'm guessing those red blocks are also timed.
I don't think so. I think it's only when you pull the lever it's timed.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think it's like, but do these ones disappear when you whatever? Maybe these are the permanent ones. So the Super Mario Sunshine mod I was talking about.
mm-hmm.
Bless you, Charles.
Sorry, I'm sneezing.
Bless you.
Oh.
I may have
Oh,
heard that
no.
from Katz's mic.
Yeah,
You sound like a Looney Tunes character.
it really did.
It's called Super Mario Sunburn.
That sounds like a Kaido Mario thing.
It's not actually. It's actually a quality of life improvement mod.
Oh,
It
finally.
makes Super Mario Sunshine so that a bunch of the levels, instead of being very episodic, it's a lot more like Banjo-Kazooie in the sense that a lot more of the challenges are available at once, and collecting a shine doesn't
Oh.
kick you out of the level automatically.
Yeah.
that's nice.
And-
That's
and-
nice.
And there's also like connections between the levels where like if you like
Oh.
swim from Peanut Park over to like Rico Harbor, you just instantly transition to the other level.
That makes sense considering you can see a bunch of the levels from each other.
Yeah, so basically it tries to make the game feel like it's open world almost.
That's cute.
I tried to remember all this to read it out when you were done talking, but I don't.
Oh,
Wintry.
sorry.
It ended
We
in Wintry.
You can read them at the end of the level.
Alright, great.
They appear on the level select screen.
Yeah,
Good.
we should let you read them when they come up in the future.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to acknowledge the game sometimes.
Yeah. Like I feel
I
like we've been a bit distracted from talking about the game, and
Y'all have been
No.
distracted.
No, I don't think we should.
I think we should.
Oh, that's the end. That's the end.
Hey,
Get that bug.
Thank
I
you.
do appreciate.
Thanks for popping in, Tech Gek. Enjoy whatever
Bye.
you go eat. Thanks for the raid as well.
Yeah.
Gak like Gax.
Whoa, my favorite
Daddy
game.
John Jules.
Alright.
The
Our
cat from Red
Highness.
Dwarf.
This is an important message from your loyal subject, Wintry. They're all morons. Not only did the two young guns,
Young.
not only
Young
did the
guns.
two of them fail to even notice the intruders, when I alone masterfully captured them, and it turns out it's for naught. The flyboys carrying them have let them escape. I'm the only competent one here, Wintry.
Huh.
Is that the person I fought just now?
I think so. I
Probably,
think that was-
yeah.
yeah.
Hello, Jack.
Oh,
These
Jake?
race levels seem like the hardest to 100%.
You just go back, right?
Yeah, they have a teleporter at the end to let you go.
Oh,
back and
okay, that's
start.
nice.
Yeah, but like the thing is, the way they're set up can be a bit tedious, I imagine.
Yeah,
Wow.
'cause you have to just run through the whole level again.
Wow, even here, you're gonna challenge me to another race? I'm about to pass. It's too hot in here.
Oh, okay.
Pass out.
Cross out.
Yeah?
I love the snake sprite.
This is awkward. Yeah, let's just race like normal.
Oh, okay.
I
It
knew
would
it!
have been it would have been a very funny bit if he showed up and like foreshadowed it on the map, and then he doesn't race you. He's just like, I'm too tired.
I really wish that in the middle of the race, he would just collapse. Like from heat exhaustion, just collapse.
Like Patches when you summon him for Radon.
Yeah.
He's hard. He's not really. He's not really passing out though. He's
No,
just
I know.
like
He's
he's
just
peacing
peacing
out.
out.
He's peacing out. He's like, I'm done. Bye.
Hit the
God.
bricks.
I only have one life.
If there is one thing
Lord.
I can say about this game is that it's very big vibes to the point where it is just kind of one of those games that you could put on and just chill with.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I didn't expect
Which
it to
is
be so
good.
much, but yeah, this is why everyone else is allowed on. Because
Yeah.
we got talking and I was like, I don't know what a platformer is.
Imagine just playing games and like vibing and talking about anything. Couldn't be basically every stream I'm on.
Where am I
Except
going
for
for
Metal Gear
that?
Rising Revengeance.
I
Tech!
really
Oh
like-
no, I don't go to that.
Yeah, they come to you. I like the aesthetics of these lava levels. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like the cave levels have felt a bit sort of samey. So this is kind of like a halfway house of the like of the cave aesthetic, but like with some variants in the thing. Although they really have like stepped up the fucking what's it? The level hazards, like those fucking spinning fire bars are kind of
What the
ridiculous.
shit?
It's the lava level. What?
Bitch be cheating.
He's
Just like Metal
flexing on
Sonic.
you. He was
Sonic.
flexing on
Oh,
you.
fuck. I fucked up.
Okay, I have one life.
I
What-
didn't
what's
say
that?
that. I didn't say anything.
Say what? Say what?
Thank you. Exactly.
It's styling on you like any video game. I can't think of anything that's like that.
Yeah, like you would style on somebody
Canary
in a
Mary.
fighting game.
Like Canary Mary.
Canary Mary doesn't style on you.
She styled on
She
me
cheats.
over and over.
She's a fucking cheater. That's what she is. Fuck Canary Mary.
This is
Damn.
this is not a safe space for Canary Mary fans.
We-
This
listen,
Fire
we
fucking-
love-
Banjo to
we
Canary
love to
Mary.
We love to see a girl boss winning, except for Canary Mary.
Problem
a
is,
girl boss.
if Canary Mary is winning, it means we aren't winning.
Cast
One,
like
one
gatekeeper
girl
above.
boss must win and one must fall is unfortunately the
Which-
nature.
Which Game of Thrones season tagline was that?
It's the Game of the Thrones. You win or you're Canary Mary.
the girl boss of Thrones.
Oh, it's the Game of Thrones.
that sounds like a college humor sketch waiting to happen.
I was about to
Charles.
say that. Yeah, it sounds like an SNL bit or something like that.
Remember, it's
Oh,
the
no.
Game of Thrones. You win or you don't win.
Hey,
Shit.
I think
It's
the
the-
problem is you stuck so close to him that
Yeah.
you basically
But
every
that's the
time.
problem. You need to give him a berth and it sucks.
Yeah,
Need
I
to
mean,
give
the
him a
thing
what?
is- don't be weird, Stein. The
Wow.
I mean, it's like Canary Mary in that, like, you kind of have to let her get ahead of you a little bit and not try and overtake her too quickly, because that's how the second race is programmed. Is that she races on ahead of you, and if you speed up massively, she'll get a massive speed boost. So, the fact that he does that thing where he pings off to the rib in the distance, like that's your time to sort of run past him, because he obviously hangs there for a second.
It's the Game of Thrones. You win some, you lose.
But it's all right. We'll all be friends in the end, and
Oh, it's
we're gonna
just a bit of fun, isn't it?
we're gonna have a good ending.
We got the person who wrote Endgame from Voyager here to write it.
Oh
It's-
no.
It's the Game of Thrones. You win or you die, but hey, you get a bit of pizza, so it's all good. It's all
I
good.
want a bit
It's
of
all
pizza.
laughing.
We got a break in the 4th season for orange slices and water.
Oh, I remember that water bottle in the last season that everyone freaked out about.
Coffee
the
cup?
Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
The what?
There was a coffee cup left on a table, just it wasn't seen by anyone in
I think
editing or production.
wasn't it a water bottle in the last season, and then there's a scene where Jamie's holding a coffee cup in a different one that they didn't notice.
No, it's definitely a Starbucks cup on Daenerys'
On the
table
table.
or whatever. I went the wrong way!
Oh, you went to the secret day.
You get caught up in the Game of Thrones.
I have experienced no Game of Thrones content. I am pure.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
I'm excited for House of the Dragon.
Here is, put it in context for stream. Here is the victory. It is indeed
Why?
like a Starbucks cup.
What?
Knowledge. You won.
I'm
That's
right
really funny
there!
to me. That's
Wow.
really funny.
There's a million images of it where there's like a red circle around it.
What's
Me. Looks like I win. Whoa.
the Game of Thrones? You either win or you press restart on the level. 'Cause you gotta do it again.
And we get three of them,
Hi Kaibu, welcome to the stream.
though. Hi,
Thanks
Kai.
for-
Hope you're doing well.
Thanks for joining the Discord yesterday. It was good to see you.
Yeah.
It's the Game of
Hi.
Thrones. You win or you eat a bit of pie.
Kai is a long-time regular around my neck of the woods.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bisexuals these days don't know how to drive. All they know is play the Game of Thrones, win, eat hot chip, and die.
Jesus Christ.
This is going to be the rest of the stream.
Oh, I was thinking of ending it after the next boss. The stream.
Cast late.
Ending it all. Yeah, no, that seems fair.
This is an ancient bit I used to do with
I
Mojo
see.
when Game of Thrones was
Ah.
relevant.
Kamori Mojo,
Next
who's
season.
streaming now.
Kamori,
Wow.
On Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
What?
Hashtag Kamori Mojo.
I didn't know
Go on
Kamori Mojo got so
twitch.tv.
far.
Currently reading Yaoi on stream.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
But also,
You
I like
gotta read into that.
he's marked his stream as 19 plus. Well, no,
Wow.
actually, he's marked it as plus 19.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
we-
good, Kaibu. How are you doing, pal?
You gotta
Yeah.
be a level 19 or higher Twitch user to watch Mojo's stream.
This game is definitely good, like, chill vibes.
Yeah, I was
Except
gonna
for
say
this part.
we're good. It's,
I hit him with the. I got an achievement.
I
Jake
like,
with something.
I like how you hit him and he
Get
just
it.
stands there like, what the
His
fuck?
ass. Get his ass.
He just
Are
stands
there
there
not
shocked.
rules? Is chivalry dead?
It's the Game
Yes.
of Thrones. You win or you die.
you know, you get hit in the back of the head with a pot. It's like when it'd be funny if you got to the end. It's like you cheated. You hit me with a pot.
Why is he pickle?
I don't know because he's an urchin. I don't know.
Wow.
Really sweet.
It's like in Mario 64. If you use the cannon or the teleporter. When you're racing Cooper the Quick in the Bomb Battlefield, he'll be like, "You cheated, lol. You only find this out once you get to the end of the race, and then you fucking have to like quit the level and start again."
He says those exact words. He says lol.
You fucker.
Yeah, they were very ahead of the time back in
I
96.
really-
I know he
Go
calls
ahead.
you out for cheating in one way, but I think there's some shortcut you can take that he
Yeah.
doesn't call you out for. I don't remember what it is though.
Maybe the teleporter doesn't count, and I think
don't
using
know.
the cannons does.
The cannon is he'll call you out for, but I know there's something you can do that's considerably shortens the trip, but he won't call you out for.
Let's have a look
Oh,
on the
what the
Mario
fuck?
wiki.
Dang,
Yeah,
you're
he's
good,
been-
frog girl. You can keep this
That's
one.
you.
But next time, it's all gonna go my way.
I did it.
Yeah.
My way.
However, using either of the warps will not affect the
What
race.
is a snake?
So,
When
yeah.
it's a gun.
So you can use
If
the
not
teleporter.
himself, I went back to the start.
Oh,
Oh, fuck me.
I did it my way.
I like how
Well, here you are.
the Mario wiki is
So-
really funny here because oh geez, what the fuck? This is a lot. What are those? Also, what are those? Are those like tar globules that you're like
Mhm.
grappling
Yeah.
onto?
Yeah, I asked
It's
earlier.
Pieces of the void.
What are these gloopums?
Gloopums.
It's just They're pieces of the void.
What are these Klungos?
What are these?
What are these schmickbot?
Scrimbly
And what? Just got one more question. For you. One more thing. I saw.
So I've
I saw
noticed
you-
these black orbs throughout your house that you seem to grapple to get around.
We can't have both of you be Columbo.
You can't just hijack the bit, Stein. It was mid-joke and you tried to finish it for her.
Oh, everyone's
It's
Columbo.
speedrunning the joke.
No.
You know, I heard in the Game of Thrones.
No.
You die.
Okay, this Game of Thrones bit is done, or else we're not playing another level.
Okay.
But see, now I had a cousin-in-law. She played the game. Of Thrones.
Stein.
We literally. What did we just say? I've always thought that the essence of comedy is trying to do a joke as fast as possible.
You don't speedrun your comedy?
Like, speedrun like some sort of speedy hedgehog 3D platformer hero. And if only such a thing existed, because we know it doesn't.
I'm just trying to
No.
make this more palatable for people watching at home.
We're nearly done.
Palatable.
Yeah.
Pallet Town?
Is there a sprint in this game? Have I not pressed it this whole time?
No,
Okay.
there's no sprint.
You're like, run faster. Wait, what's her name again?
Renata
Renata.
of the full moon.
Do you understand why I don't like the fact that you have to run through the level multiple
Yeah.
times to get all the coins now?
Yeah, that's fair. I just wanted to read this one bit from the Mario wiki about Cooper the Quick, which is that he will call you out for cheating using the cannons, but then it's like somewhat hypocritically, Cooper the Quick himself cheats as he takes a shortcut up a slope too steep for Mario to climb normally. And I'm like, look, I come to a wiki for unbiased, objective truths, not this opinionated garbage.
Realizing.
You know that came from some like deep-seated hatred from some like person who played it as a kid who was like, it's fucking bullshit. He cheats. He goes up the ramp.
Oh man.
And then they translate that into the passive-aggressive, somewhat hypocritically.
Well, you know the thing about Cooper the Quick.
What's that?
You win.
Oh, I win. I
Being
win.
banned
You
from the
win.
stream.
Yes, you do. Very good, Cass. I'm proud of you.
You're doing great at this.
Look, you got the. It looks really weird without the emeralds.
Boss time. Who we got here?
Ooh, jams.
Mm.
Who do you think would win who do you think would win in a race? Il Piantissimo or Cooper the Quick?
Il Pantissimo, no question.
Who?
From Sunshine.
He's a little guy who races
Also
you in Sunshine.
Also secretly, like, the Majora's Mask postman or whatever. Like, the same model for Il Pantissimo under the mask is, like, the postman from
he's the
Majora's
postman
Mask.
from
The one
Majora's
who
Mask
runs
from
across
Ocarina of
Hyrule.
Time.
Yeah.
The one who's
Yeah.
always faster than you by 1 second, no matter what.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank
quite a lot of-
badness.
Oh, thank badness.
Thank badness. Sounds like something a Disney villain would say. Thank badness for me. See?
That's something like Hades would say from the Hercules movie.
I miss boulders. You can at least jump over them. It's cool, Frogun. I'm also having a breakdown.
I love your partner no longer having tutorial messages for you, but just saying that
Just being
they
like-
made the game harder.
Damn, the game really escalated. Fuck this.
I'm out of here, and then they like tongue out, boning out.
Yeah.
No.
Stein, how do you feel about
Hi.
Frank Sinatra being among Faye Wong and Leona Lewis and Florence and the Machine as musicians who made songs for Final Fantasy games?
Honestly, I think it's the biggest break he ever had. He should feel honored in death.
You know Vic Fontaine they have in DS9, Kian?
Yeah.
They originally wanted Frank Sinatra Jr.
Wow.
Really?
But they got James Darren who knew Frank Sinatra, so
Do your best, Frank.
I don't know why this was my first inclination, but I was I was like, it would be funny if Frank Sinatra Jr. was a James Bond.
That's
Jr.
what I was
situation.
thinking! You were like, I don't know why I thought this, and I was like, Kian's definitely going to talk about James Bond Jr. But James Bond is his uncle!
Are you saying
don't
it's
you-
like
Frank
Sinatra?
Sinatra's nephew, Frank Sinatra Jr.
What don't you like about Frank Sinatra, Snake? I just don't think it's sound. I think Dean Martin does it better, honestly.
Dean Martin does what Frank Sinatra won't.
I just don't trust those blue eyes of his.
Was that so? Snake, so was that your Major Zero impression before that?
That's good.
I guess.
Because it wasn't really like a colonel.
yeah.
It was kind of like a pseudo British accent.
Because and now whenever I think of James Bond, the fucking Kodak call of them talking about James Bond and then Metal Gear Solid 3 is stuck in my head.
It's a good one.
Where it's just like, Snake, please don't talk shit on James Bond. Why? What don't you like about James Bond, Snake?
Where the fuck am I going?
So when this is a with this is a boss level, considering how much fucking level there is over there, I
We're
guess.
gonna Bowser in the Fire Sea, baby.
Mm.
There's something very funny to me about thinking about Snake being like, I love Mambo Italiano.
Garbuba.
Do you
Big
think-
Boss's favorite song.
Wait, hang on. When did Big Boss die?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
No, I mean, in Metal Gear 2. Come on.
Oh, and Metal.
Yeah,
technically Metal
Cass
Gear
hasn't played
2.
that one yet.
Cass hasn't played Metal Gear 2. Well, she played it. She didn't beat it on stream.
It's true.
I just know the intro.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a fucking bop. I really want to play. I want to play either Metal Gear 2 on stream, or I want to play. What's it? The one on the Game Boy.
My point was,
Shadow Babel.
Did Big Boss live to hear Mambo number 5?
Metal Gear 2 took place in 1999? Question mark. So, Mambo number 9.
He just missed it.
Number 5.
Damn.
Just missed Mambo number 5.
You're right. That was 2000. Fuck.
Rest in peace, Big Boss. You would have loved Mambo number 5.
How do you think Leon?
Oh yeah, I was wrong. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, it was 99.
What do you think Leon Kennedy would think about Crush?
He loves it.
Yeah.
It's his
It's
favorite.
just a little crush.
Crush.
Who sings that?
Oh, Jennifer
Yeah, Ghost Babel.
Page?
If you haven't seen the Resident Evil Netflix movie, not the series,
It's
it's bad, but you should watch it.
I've heard. What?
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's like if you care at all about Resident Evil 2, especially, watch that movie because it's so bad.
What was I doing then? Because I didn't watch it.
Oh, we should watch it again at some point because it's so bad it's good kind of thing.
I'll be
Here's
playing.
past even Lou. I bestow you with the title of Lou Bigga.
No. I do have plans today to play RE2 Remake for Halloween because someone
Nice.
gifted it to me. My first Resident Evil game I'll ever play. I've only seen people play them.
That was the first
wow.
one I ever played.
Really?
Oh damn.
It's the first one without bugs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick them out.
They took them out of the game.
And then they put different bugs in the 3 remake.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Kaz?
This is good.
Just the
having a
in
drink
water
of
bottle. Yeah.
Oh.
From your Metal Gear Solid water bottle.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lalsa.
We gotta play
Lions off my
Revengeance
throne.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh, again.
We'll do it next weekend.
Do you think Paramedic would like bare naked ladies?
Yes.
And
She'd be
the
one of
band?
those. She'd be one of those people who would refer to them as BNL specifically.
Yes.
I love
Snake.
BNL.
Snake, have you
Snake.
never seen Digimon the movie?
What
I
do you-
love
what-
the ending.
What do you think a paramedic would think of Angela Anaconda?
She would hate Angela Anaconda.
I still.
Her parents
Go ahead.
got divorced because of
Oh.
Angela Anaconda.
What the fuck is happening?
What?
Oh, you don't know about the parents who got divorced because of Angela Anaconda?
I'm
No.
I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
That's
I
most
only
streams.
have 5 lives.
You mean
There's a story about somebody who went to see the Digimon movie, and the Digimon movie, if you don't know, opens with a short, animated short starring the cast of Angela Anaconda going to see the Digimon movie,
Oh,
which is
yes.
quite a bit meta if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
checkpoint!
hey,
And
and
here's
the boss.
But the kid,
I need this.
the kid who went to see it with their parents didn't know what Angela Anaconda was and was scared by how Angela Anaconda looked.
Ah!
And so they started crying. And so their parents got into a big fight because their parents, the child was crying during Digimon and then they got divorced.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Staggy.
what the heck are you doing in here?
Excellent, you read my mind.
Yep.
I read my line.
Oh, well, I came to save my mom and dad.
Oh, they got sunglasses.
Such a cool fight.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. This is my turf, baby kid.
Baby kid?
Baby.
Bid for
kid?
short. Didn't you hear me? This is my territory, kiddo. Beat it or I'll beat you.
Jeez.
Wow. This dragonfly is definitely from Jersey.
Here I come. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
So, now he's sounding more and more like Sonic now.
Who? 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 Oh, you mean
IOC.
Knuckles from the famous Ken Penders comics,
What
where
the
he
hell's
leads
happening?
them, where he leads them to like salvation in the
Yo, it's the
Promised
Elder
Land.
Beast attack!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other game we were playing that had an elevated attack?
Oh, there's a box. You can pull it.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey.
Is that it?
I think the
Do
intention is to.
damage?
I think the intention is to lead him into it. Yeah.
Do you ever think about how both MGS5 and Digimon movie had kids in America?
Thanks,
Wow.
Taft.
You ever think about how... Do you think... Do you ever think?
I don't think, no.
This is why I
Biggest stream
stream.
with evidence.
This is why I have y'all
I-
on, so you can talk for me.
I like
Meet
that,
the
like,
Robinsons.
I watched
does
Meet
that
the
also have kids in
Robinsons.
America in it?
It has kids in the
Yes.
future.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a cover by the Jonas Brothers, but they made it about the future rather than America.
Ah,
I beat MGS5 recently.
nice.
I need to go back and finish it at some point in
I-
the future. I'm probably gonna finish Death Stranding before I finish that game.
I had the inkling to play Ground Zeroes recently, and I was like, no, I gotta save for stream.
Save
Yeah.
the stream.
I appreciate that, like, Cass, you're gonna do all the mainline Metal Gears. I want to do the weird side ones on my stream, like Acid and fucking Ghost Battle.
Punish Stein, absolutely.
You're ghost battling right
Venomstein.
now.
Whoa,
Ghost-
whoa!
Ghost
I'm
Battle.
alive though.
Whoop.
This is
Yeah, but
this
your
is my normal
words
stream
are
mode.
without meaning.
Thank you.
You know, there's a podcast I listened to that has recently been advertised, not advertised, sponsored by Babbel, which is a competitor
Yeah.
to Duolingo, right?
Mhm.
It's really funny that it's really funny when people use Babbel as like, or Babel, I guess, but people say Babbel because I guess it sounds like
Mhm.
you're babbling. But like, it's weird when people use it to like in reference to like learning languages, specifically that brand, because it feels kind of like.
Sorry,
What?
keep going. Sorry. I
It
just
feels
had-
kind of like I don't know, like heretical almost, like, you know, not in the like I care about the Christian story of the Tower of Babel, but like, I don't know, it just feels a bit odd because it wasn't a good thing that everyone started speaking different languages in the context of that
It's
story.
also not even a Christian story. That's an Old Testament thing.
Well, you know, Judeo-Christian.
Also, I believe Babel is closer to the original like Hebrew pronunciation.
Is what I was like, wait. I was wondering, does babble to mean to like say nonsense? Is that derived from the Tower of Babel?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It is also spelled differently though,
Etymology.
but it is the same.
Yeah. I was looking up the entomology.
No,
Eng-
that's bug.
English. English is a garbage fire of a language.
Oh yeah, they did have the Babelfish in Hitchhiker's Guide.
Mm-hmm.
I love those bugs.
Someone,
I
I'm not.
want to know the
Hello.
Cass,
Hey.
are you back
sorry,
from the void?
sorry about that, everybody.
We gotta buy you new internet.
Yeah, well, we fucking tried to buy a new internet optical version on Monday.
Mm. Would you like to upgrade your package?
We did.
Oh wow, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I can't believe the stream died on me telling the funniest joke ever.
Yeah.
It was really good, Kian. I enjoyed it. I mean, apart from the bug part.
That's why I was like, you brought up bugs. The stream died.
I was saying that Wiki Dictionary says that Babel has a separate etymology to Babel. Does it have a separate entomology though?
No. I have to say, saying your words have no meaning is probably the cleanest burn I've ever heard.
What about who's this clown?
So
Yeah, but like,
you're not even one of the better known clowns.
yeah. I think your words have no meaning is more like scathing in a way because you're not directly insulting someone like calling them a clown.
Ghost babble. Yeah, without
Ghost
life.
babble.
What is it with video games and having like lava themed dragonfly bosses?
They're dragons.
Dragons.
I guess
Yeah.
I never really thought about it in that sense. But I guess it's because to me like it feels just very much like it's a name rather than like a thing. Because what's it called? Donkey Kong 64 also has a like an inside of a volcano lava themed dragonfly boss, which is really fucking dumb and I hate it because you fight it multiple times and I think it's multiple different Kongs and when you do you have to fight it in a different way.
Do you scoff and trough at it?
I tried to think if there's a Pokemon that's a dragonfly with fire, but no, they only fire like bug Pokemon are the one that's a moth, Volcarona, and the one that's like a centipede.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Cass.
It's okay.
Bug
I like
Pokemon tend
the
to be problematic
the
for you.
centipede from Sword and Shield.
What's
its name?
Are
What's
there
its
bug
name? It's-
Pokemon that bother you? Have you thought about centipede?
What?
Bobby from Twin Peaks.
Caterpie?
I said centipede.
Oh dear.
That's
Is
Pogs?
Cass like Misty in the cartoon where she freaks out saying Caterpie?
I
Yeah.
am a redhead.
If Dale
True.
Cooper
And Charles
Dale
destroyed my bike.
If Dale Cooper had a Pokemon, what Pokemon would he have?
Ooh. Far-fetched.
Galarian Farfetch'd or regular Farfetch'd?
I don't know. It would be like a psychic type or something, right?
Oh,
Like
man.
Did I
Oh,
die
no.
again?
Yeah. Oh, Cass. Oh,
Oh,
live,
Hello?
living,
Only for like
live
a second
alive.
that time. Hello.
They're trying to stop
Hello.
you, Cass. They're trying to stop you.
Oh dear. And I'm doing so badly at this boss. It would be like a psychic Pokemon, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like an what is it, Esper?
Oh, Esper's so cute.
Yeah.
Whisper's cute. Do you think he'd relate to a Psyduck?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Except
Did we drop out again, Charles?
No, I was just
Oh.
saying.
Okay.
you're good.
That was a joke.
Oh,
Oh, I
sorry.
get it!
It was a bit.
Oh,
Well, also, you wouldn't be able to hear me if if the internet dropped. So
You
yeah.
have to
Okay.
yell.
yeah, I'd have to be like potato.
Ah, molasses.
Yeah, I thought the stream ended too, Phoenix. Fuck!
Psyduck isn't a psychic type. Fuck, I always forget.
No, Psyduck and Golduck are pure water type, but they can learn a few psychic moves.
What's the fuck? Why did I do that?
Yeah, I know,
Why
it's
did I do
weird.
that to him? Give him psychic.
Every time I always mess it up
Give
too.
him-
I always hit Psyduck
give
with like a
him-
dark move.
Give him psychic.
He could have at least gotten it when he evolves into Golduck and loses the Psy in his name, but gains.
Damn it!
Give him
Ah!
psychic.
Just give him a little bit of psychic powers.
What do
That's
you mean?
Which Pokemon is most like a Tibetan monk?
Zatu, I guess. I don't know. It's like a hermit that has psychic powers. That can like see the future.
Yeah.
I still will never forgive them for like Zatu and all of its sprites has its wing folded and it looks all cool and stuff. But then in the new games, it's always flying with its wings out and it looks weird.
I like its weird wings. It's weird, like, angular wings.
It's just weird to see it fly, and I like when it's normally just standing.
Mega Alakazam? Perhaps. Although,
He hasn't said much about spoons.
yeah. And also, I feel like Dale Cooper would very much not get on with Yuri Geller.
Yeah. Fuck Yuri Geller. Yo, Mandy, thank you so much for the gift sub. Enjoy, Sir Alan.
Fuck, you're right. Infernape is a monk because it's Sun Wukong.
Would
Technically, yeah.
what would Dale Cooper think of Weatherspoons?
Fuck it.
Gang, I
Fuck
have
the-
a question.
Fuck the
Fuck
owner of
Weatherspoons.
it. Yeah,
Do you
what's the
think
question
Weathers-
he's saying?
Who's Dale Cooper?
Oh, main character
So,
Twin Peaks.
Yeah. He's the FBI man.
I see.
He's played by Cal McLaughlin.
I have not watched Twin Peaks. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I know
Don't
y'all
worry.
really get on
We've-
about it.
We've only, we're only in season 2, so no spoilers.
Yeah, but it's highly recommended as a TV showgram.
Pilgrim.
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 Okay. Okay.
You got this.
We believe in you, Cass. Yeah. Checkpoints for good luck.
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Woohoo!
Monkeys.
You can do it, Cass. I'll give you a luck jingle. There you
Oh, it's in my head. It's in my brain.
go. What do you mean?
She hates it.
I'm sorry that you don't like the jingle. You shouldn't watch my streams then.
Oh, what the hell? I've lost the timing. This was Elden Beast. I'd have beaten it by now.
Elden Beast was actually a very hard fight. I did
think-
that quite a few times.
Yeah.
I think if Renata could use Black Flame Tornado, a lot of her problems would be a lot easier.
When's
I
the
think-
frog gun getting in Elden Ring? You could put it into Sekiro as the shinobi prosthetic.
Yeah.
It's honestly really crazy to me that Zully the Witch recently got sponsored actively to do videos on Sekiro by Activision.
Hell yeah, we love that.
Which,
Yeah.
yeah, legitimate sponsorship. Fuck yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
girl bosses winning,
Yeah.
But fuck Activision.
they'll take
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let Zully take the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, Zuli good, Activision bad. These things can coexist.
But money good too.
Well, money good for people who need money. Bad for
Oh lord.
Activision. Fuck, what was I? I was just about to say something. I was thrown off.
Yeah, go to my throne.
Oh, there was thrown off. Good one. The Kim, I don't know if you mentioned this in last night's stream or anything, or if it would have come up, but there was but you weren't on last night's stream, were you?
I wasn't.
You were just in the chat. There was a mod you showed me of for add the Mega Buster to Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's basically the model of the Mega Buster from DMC5 ported over, but the person also made a lore-friendly version. If you would like to have the mod in the game but don't want it to look like the Mega Buster from Mega Man,
Yeah, they made like a gravity cannon that like is like the sort of like based off the gravity magic that Radon uses and stuff.
Nice.
Cute.
because it just replaces a staff.
Yeah.
So it like isn't it isn't like a new weapon, but it just acts like a staff, so you can use like your crystal magics, and it's like you're firing
I think-
bullets.
Yeah, I want to give it a try because I think actually there are like a couple of unique spells that happens if you use it,
Oh, okay, cool.
but I need to give it a try. So.
Did they change the animations as well, so it actually looks like they're coming out of the cannon?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
Let me find the link and I'll put it in context for stream if anyone's interested.
I gotta admit, I think Elden Beast is like the second hardest boss I fought in like the FromSoft Souls-like games. First
do you
being Orphan of Cost because I never beat it.
What do you think about Melania?
Never fought Millennia actually. I never got
Well-
through the. I never
Well-
did the extra area. I'm
Well,
sure Millennia would be
alright.
harder to me though.
There you go.
It's okay. I watched Cass fight Millennia. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it took me
That's
what, like
like
2
doing it,
streams?
Yeah.
There you go. I got it. I got
Thank you,
the Charles.
Ian.
Didn't help that her second face has butterflies.
Mm.
Aye.
If only it played that.
Multiples. Oh, he's
I remember
tired.
seeing really
he's
good
sleepy.
I remember seeing really good fan art of that somebody did of the little like the generally agreed on Elden Ring like default armor or whatever character like summoning a hunter to help fight Melania.
Yeah.
It looks super sick.
I'm looking
One
at
more.
some of the more recent mods, and there's someone who's porting fucking League of Legends swords to the game.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Weird.
I believe in you, Cass.
Thank you.
You're
You
playing,
can momentum cancel your way through this, although I don't think that's how you're supposed to do
you
it.
got this. You're playing the best Frogun of your life
On Twitch.
on Twitch. Nobody has played this game better. Don't check the category to fact check this.
This game, I've noticed this game has Kirby syndrome of difficulty in terms of like, yeah, we're just vibing and having fun. Die.
Ow!
Because
I
Kirby
feel like-
does that like on a dime.
I feel like with Kirby, it tends to be like the very late game that it tends to like
No,
switch
yeah.
over, right?
Hey, that's
Whereas
what it's
this is-
doing in this, I'm guessing.
Well, no, I feel like it's
I don't
been
know if it's late game.
I feel like this feels like it's been harder and harder and harder. But like
Yeah.
also like level 3 has a significant difficulty curve increase
Yeah.
because level 3 it goes like okay, there are now like 500 coins in this level and it's like 3 times as long. Good luck.
Yeah.
As big a difficulty spike as Power Wash Sim.
Oh, the
true.
lore. Oh shit, the lore-friendly version of the Mega Buster actually looks really sick.
Yeah, it looks
Mm.
really cool.
Oh, and it meshes with the armor really good.
I want to like someone to make a lore friendly like Varia suit so you can
Oh,
cosplay
come on.
as Samus.
I want a lore-friendly fusion suit.
I want a little
I just
friendly
like Metroid
crisis
Fusion.
suit.
Crisis.
Crisis.
What do they call it in that game? The nano suit?
The nano
Banana,
suit, the $1
yeah.
billion nano
Yeah.
suit, which is $2 billion less than the $3 billion quantum suit in Time Shift.
Wow.
Take that.
Hey, why was Hargreave dead in a machine?
Because of Bioshock.
Because he was an old man.
Yeah.
I think. is
Old
the
man
whole thing.
running the
old man.
world.
But what
yeah.
was what did that revelation mean for the overall plot?
It didn't.
It
You,
didn't.
you could update the wiki page.
I guess it does feel like they just did it because it was a trope.
God, I
to-
gotta
to
beat this
make
boss
play.
now. We can't talk about the
Yeah.
plot of Crisis.
Well, you know, Hargreave mentions that like the aliens were like the original, or like alludes to the fact that the aliens were like the original inhabitants of Earth, and New York City, where it was built, was like their original like housing place. Hence why Central Park floats, which I thought was pretty interesting.
I thought he
Why
was
did it
like
float, though?
Seth was infiltrated all over the Earth. Damn it!
No, he's like, oh, they left house for a while and came back, and they don't like what
Ah.
they've seen. So I'm guessing they were like the original inhabitants, and they left for millions of years, and they came back like, what the fuck?
What have you done to our planet?
Life happened? Ew, die. I kind of unironically want to play Crisis 3.
It's I
Hey,
read the
every-
plot for that game, and that is
It has a bow.
yeah.
Every guy's crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Yeah.
Every
I'm
Charles.
saying this. Every masculine person on this stream is crazy about that sharp dressed man.
I do enjoy formal clothes, I will admit.
Like a nano suit.
Would you
No,
wear a nano
well-
suit to a wedding?
I'd wear it to like
I don't
a
like
prom.
wearing tight. I don't like wearing tight clothing.
Is talking about 40k allowed? No apples.
No.
Apples, you're playing Code Vein. Are you in the Infinite Anne Orlando yet?
Ugh, Code
It's
Vein.
the thing about Code Vein is it's wild. It's like they made a Dark Souls with vampires. How brave of them.
I fucking.
I stole this joke from Kian like 2 years ago.
Damn. It's been a long time coming.
I like hearing it out of you more than I like saying it.
It's weird. I have such vague memories of Crisis. Watching me play Crisis 2 was a trip. Because I definitely played Crisis 1 and then Crisis 2 right after that. And I distinctly remember even as like a 13-year-old or whatever being like, I think Crisis 1 was better.
Why did they let me drive a car?
Did they really let you drive a car?
They let
Or did
drive
you...
a car in one parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
between two
for
other
real.
cars.
And then you had turret segments.
Yeah. Turret segment.
Yeah, remember the fucking tease, the cock tease or turret segment? Like, oh, not yet.
Do you want to shoot things? No.
I only played the beta for Code Vein. I never played the full game, but I remember vividly watching somebody play it and getting to a castle place that looks identical to Anne Orlando, and
Yes.
also it's just a series of infinite corridors, and it's like the most boring, awful level design in any game.
I watched a friend and her like previous partner play Code Vein and slowly hate it. But they also did it because they were like, look, we could make our like OCs in it. Isn't that cute?
It's got co-op.
And we could co-op it together. We could, because they had been on a tangent of like 100%ing Dark Souls 1 through 3. And then they were like, oh, now we can move on to like Code Vein, and they did not 100% it. They hated it.
Damn.
But they did 100% Dark Souls 1 through 3 though.
Wow.
That includes
Yeah.
2. You're really burying
Yes, that
the lead
includes
there.
2. They had to like New Game Plus 2 like 3 times in
It's
order
like,
to 100% it.
Ow! Please! No, please! Just let me win! Please!
Just let me win.
Just let me win! Please! Yeah!
Yay! Proud of
We're
you.
free.
Woo! Don't have to talk about Crisis
Crisis.
anymore. Yeah, same, Chels. Woo! Alright, this game's fun.
Scorchy. Yeah, this game's good. This game's good. Like vibes just to chill out with and talk about things like Crisis.
Yeah, a nice game I'm sure to play on like Discord while you're chilling out with your friends.
Yeah, I
and
would say I don't
lots of
think it's
depth.
much a super like engaging stream game, but I will say it's a good like chill out game.
Yeah.
If you like chilling, if you like speed running, if you like
100%ing.
yeah.
Collecting things. You like frog cute?
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Like a-
people watch Cass's stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
Frog.
like Frog cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go raid Devon. Let's get out of here, everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for coming. If you aren't, feel free to join my Discord. It's the best place to hang out and post about frogs and Elden Ring and whatever else you want to talk about. Really,
Crisis.
I'll be back.
Metal Gear Solid.
I'll be back on Monday for more for the finale of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Woo!
You remember? No, don't remember because I haven't revealed this information yet. Shockingly, I'll be starting at 6 p.m. GMT BST. My brain is soup.
Oh,
Cass.
We're gonna
Six-
try and beat it in one stream.
Yeah, we're gonna try and beat it in one stream. So that's the end. Come along at 6 p.m. BST. Let's see if we can beat it. Yeah. And then Wednesday I will be starting Dark Souls 3 randomized. I'm gonna say this, like I'll
Question
get 4
mark?
followers over the fucking next 4
you
days
gotta
or whatever.
Do it like you gotta secret it. You gotta wish it to happen.
If you want to watch me play Dark Souls 3 randomized, which I have set up now, I've set up the items and the enemies and the translation. It looks really good. It's going to be really funny. Find me 4 more followers, please, please. I don't like begging, but please.
She's desperate. She's desperate. Can you hear her? Can you hear the desperation in her voice?
We got 10 seconds. Friday is going to be the Sims 4 finale of season 1, and then on Saturday I'll be doing the RPG with Stein and Dick and Bluto and Bree. So come along to those. Bye.
Bye. Need to finish the save. Oh, jeez.